Yo, what up, dudes? Good morning, good morning. Hello, hello. Hello, world. Okay, so today we got a couple of things we want to talk about here in this little live stream. I kind of want to do this interview from Jen Atlas, even though I have already read it for myself. I think it would be cool to do it on stream. I think reading it again would be good, actually. There are some big revelations in this interview from Fumito Ueda to this outlet, Japanese outlet. Good morning, good morning. Oh shit, I'm listening myself. That's not good. Hello world. Okay. I think it was mostly just to see. All right, cool. We're working nice. So there's some pretty big revelations in this interview that I would even consider it as a spoiler, and I'm actually very surprised that Fumito Ueda said some of the things that he said here. Very surprised. And so that's cool, I guess. It does confirm some of the things that we were talking about, especially over at Discord, because we were just basically talking, because we have like a little Discord there where we're just talking about like the theories and, theory crafting and all of that. And, at least from my end, I truly believe that what we were seeing, okay, I don't want to say it right now because I will be saying what exactly is happening here. But all I'll say is, if you're watching this live stream, take care, because I'm going to say what is here in this interview, and there's some spoilers, honestly, in this review. I would consider them spoilers at the very least in this interview, so take that into account. So yeah. I kind of also want to talk a little bit about this little game, Final Fantasy Resonance. I have no clue if people out there like Final Fantasy, but I sure do. And Final Fantasy is bringing back the 2D genre of Final Fantasy, which was big, or it is big, mostly because Final Fantasy has mostly focused on 3D, and there's always like a population that preferred the 2D games still, like Final Fantasy 16. It's still a pretty big game, right? Or Final Fantasy 4. So yeah. I also am going to talk a little bit about Hidetaki Miyazaki and FromSoftware. What have they been cooking? We don't really know, to be fair, but it's mostly a news about what's happening inside of FromSoftware. And to be honest, this is very revealing even of Elden Ring Night Rain, and probably even of Blood Dusks, I believe is the name of the game that's coming out for the Nintendo Switch 2 as an exclusive. Yeah. All that I'll say about this, man, in terms of FromSoftware, is the moment that Hidetaka Miyazaki leaves the goddamn company, I swear, I think we're done. We're Gucci from FromSoftware. Like, it's over. And I don't say this lightly, man. It's kind of sad that that's probably the case. But, yeah, it feels that way, man. Mostly because of shareholders, which is sad. Yo, what up, JP? How you doing, brother? So, yeah, we'll see. Okay, I'm going to start with the Gen Atlas stuff. I'm not going to spend too much time with this, like in other streams. It's probably just going to be a much quicker rundown. And then we can go with the other two news, and then we'll see what we do. We'll see if we have time. All right. Okay. So I went in and I basically grabbed all of this stuff and put it on good old Gemini, because we just don't really have any other choice in terms of translations, and it does a fairly decent job, I'm assuming, hopefully. So let's read it. Okay, so I'm not going to read all of this. I'm just going to like skip a lot of the stuff that we already know, because there are things here that we already know, questions that have already been made by a lot of news outlets, and I just want to go to the fragments that are the most interesting for us. Oh yeah, the Xbox news. Yeah, that could be an interesting thing to see, JP, actually. Yeah, that was very surprising. But it also wasn't. I remember listening to an interview for Bloomberg from Masha Sharma, and she said something along the lines of, because the interviewer asked her like, "Oh, what do you guys regret buying Activision Blizzard back in 2020? I believe. How was that?" And she was like, "Well, the market in 2020 was very different," right? I'm talking like this because it's so corporative talk, you know what I mean? It's like well, let's just say that the market back in 2020 was very different from what the market is right now. A lot has changed. And obviously this is giving us a lot of things to think about and to manage. And I'm like, you guys regret the shit out of buying Activision Blizzard. It's insane. which is normal, right? When they bought it, the gaming industry was in a massive boom, mostly because of COVID, right? And then in the last couple of years, it went down, like AAA and the rise of AI, right? It just plummeted the investments to video games, and not only AI, but just you know, investments in war. You know, it is what it is. In you know, because people are very worried about a lot of the stuff that's happening on the terms of geopolitical stuff, and that raises a lot of, you know, where do I put my money in terms of investment? Do I put in video games? Probably not. You know what I mean? So it's a tough business right now to be in the video game industry, and they definitely, I feel like they definitely, you know, were not happy with that investment. Give me one sec here. Just fixing some stuff. Yeah, we Gucci? But yeah, I mean, let us just, let me just do this first, and then we can check all of those other news, okay? I really want to do this, so yeah. So don't distract me, JP. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's go with this. So, Summer Games Fest Days 2026 interview with Fumito Ueda at Giannalis. Okay, so this is basically an introduction. Fans, reaction. What did you think? We haven't received detailed reports on the reactions. Okay, whatever. And the trailer was shown. What was the audience reaction at the venue? I couldn't really gauge at what was going on in the audience behind me. To be honest, I don't think the reaction of the audience was that, like, wow, to be honest. Which is, I mean, I'm not surprised. It is a very different game. So I just hope it grows on people. And hopefully this channel is helping on that. So we'll see. Okay, world setting and story. So this is the bits that are probably more interesting, if I remember correctly. Okay, it is. Let's talk about the world. Personally, I love robots, so this setting was incredibly appealing to me. It is safe to assume that the player character on screen is a machine and not human. Yes, they are not human. Okay, this is kind of a tricky answer though, because, and I have it right here, man. He said on another interview, where is it? Where is it? Give me one sec. This. So, is your character also a robot in this game, or are you a human in a suit? At this point, Ueda checks with the Epic publishing team. Has he previously used the word humanoid for the player character? So his answer was yes. So, not a human with a robot suit on, but a humanoid. And the big flying robot head is obviously part of a robot. Yeah, sure. Humanoid is still ambiguous. Great question. Great fucking follow-up. Hello, Commander, are you cooking? Yeah, what's up, Alado? Not cooking, no, we're just doing like this latest interview that he also made, and it's gonna be, I'm gonna move on, okay? It's gonna be a short one, but it does have some really, really interesting, almost spoilery things about the game of Giannalis. I mean, we've discussed this on Discord, by the way. Like, it was kind of this interview that, why doesn't it show the name? Freaking, well, I don't know. What? Jones? I think it was Jones. Something Jones. He was the one that actually showed the interview. He was the one that was like, hey, there's this interview that's really cool. And I'm like, oh my god, this shit has so many spoilers. So yeah, we're just doing that one. It's gonna be fast, hopefully. But he says, Ueda asks the publisher how much detail they're giving at this point. Who respond, let's keep the mystery, right? So humanoid is still ambiguous. It definitely is. I still think there's some humanity in this guy. Is it something along the lines of like Blade Runner, where he just has like a bunch of memories implemented in his brain or something along those lines? And he's actually full robot, you know what I mean? He could be that, but he does have a fucking heavy breathing. I feel like it is a heavy breathing from the guy coming out. So maybe he still has some humanity with lungs and shit. And a respiratory system? Who knows? Who knows? So it's interesting that he said this, that they are not human, right? But he's not saying that they're robots, right? Because they are humanoids. It's kind of sad that the interview didn't, you know, pursued more of this, of what he answered. It's kind of sad, you know what I mean? Humanoid excludes humans, right? Is that how it works? I mean, it doesn't, right? What is the definition of humanoid then? Let's see. Humanoid is an entity, creature, or machine with an appearance, form, or physical characteristics that resemble a human being. Oh, I always thought that a humanoid was like a mix of both. Like, oh, maybe I'm wrong. I always thought that it had still some humanity to him. I don't know why. Like it's I don't know, imagine like cyberpunk, you know what I mean? But like to the max, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong. Humanoid robots are engineered with anthropomorphic bodies, typically featuring a head, torso, 2 arms, and 2 legs. Okay. So they just look like humans, but they're robots. Oh. Non-human. Oh, non-human entity with human form or characteristics. Oh, I see. Okay, so I was wrong in that one. Got it. So what is this sound then? Yo, привет, my dude. How you doing, brother? True, wait, that is a big ass name. True no Sarogo world divorce? Damn. All right, my guy. Bro, what is this sound then? What is this? Bro, what is this sound? I don't get it. Dude, I'm gonna be agonizing for the next fucking year, man. It's so annoying, man. God damn it, dude. Wait, dwarves of German mythology are an example of humanoid beings. Huh? What? A dwarf is a humanoid? Wait, so dwarves... But dwarves are humans. In the sense that... Wait. I never thought about this, actually. Because, like, dwarves are not humans, nor are elves. But they act like humans. You know what I mean? What? Dude, it sounds like dinosaur? Like a dinosaur, you think so? Nah, dude. It sounds, yeah. I mean, I know what you mean. It sounds like was it even you that said it sounded like growling or something? It sounds like something from, I don't know, that is breathing or something along those lines. You know what I mean? That you use with like your voice or your nose. You know what I mean? What is this then? What can this be? I need to investigate this fucking sound using like software or some shit, or like give it to Gemini just to see what he finds. I don't know, man, something. Like, it's crazy. So even a dwarf is considered a humanoid figure, at least according to this wiki. Although this user was common in the science for is a non-human entity with human form or characteristics. The term came to describe fossils which were morphologically similar but not identical to those of human skeleton. This usually was common in the science for much of the 20th century, is now considered rare. More generally, the term can refer to anything distinctly human characteristics or adaptations, such as possessing opposable interior. Something. Okay. Humanoids may also include human-animal hybrids. But what about part robot, part human then? So a humanoid can be considered something that is a hybrid between a human and an animal. Can a human robot be considered a humanoid? Is that how you question this? A human robot... No, I mean like a human with... I mean like a human with... Let me see. It's putting me the same freaking... Let me do the microphone here. Yes. If a human is partially robotic, is it considered a humanoid? Oh my god, I swear to god, this is in Portuguese! Fuck me, man. If a human is part robotic, is it considered a humanoid? Let me see what it answers. Aliens are not humans, but can have humanoid forms. They're still person, but not humanly, specifically the elves and dwarves and all that. Yeah, okay. XCOM is a good example, no. This is the sound of a turbine. Apparently, it is rotating, so the sound is not constant. Do you think so?
XCOM, you have a lot of humanoid aliens.
Yeah. No, a human who is spot robotic is not typically considered a humanoid. The correct term would be a cyborg. Oh, that's true. But wait, so RoboCop is a cyborg. What is RoboCop? Because that's pretty much RoboCopy. What? RoboCop is a... Fuck me in the ass, man. Is RoboCop a cyborg or a humanoid? He's definitely a cyborg. He's not a humanoid. Yeah. Defining oh my god, why do I have this in pro? Yeah, it's fundamentally a cyborg. Oh, so this robot is humanoid. So he is full robot. Oh shit, okay. Humanoid? Human shaped. Man, dude. I don't know my shit, man. Yeah, what up, Buddha? Yeah, what up, Buddha? Buddha's in the house. I love to say that. Yo, what up, Buddha? What's up, Buddha? How you been, Buddha? Damn, dude. Big fan, dude. Big fan of your work, Buddha. Okay, so basically, my English is shit. Got it. Okay, fine. So this fucking kid is full robot. But, dude, I'm betting he has, like, the memories of humans and stuff, right? I'm betting it's something like that. Are Portuguese a human? That is a good question. Será que somos? Será que somos? Nunca vai saber. Okay. All right. So
The exterminator is machine.
What's the news on FromSoftware? The news on FromSoftware, I'll speak about it in a bit, but it's mostly about the shareholder shit that's happening. But yeah, it's kind of sad, to be honest. There is a complete struggle within the company when it comes to, like, investors, what they want and what Miyazaki wants, and probably some of the other developers. It's fucking sad, to be honest. So yeah, but I'll talk about it in a minute. So, but why would he say this, though? Humanoid is still ambiguous. There's something here, man, and it's probably something along the lines of, like, I don't know, Blade Runner, where maybe the kid has, like, implemented memories of a human, and so he probably feels like he's human in some aspect, right? So you are debating if the kid is AI or does it have implanted memories or perhaps some human parts? Like, yes, basically. Yes, that's what I'm trying to debate here. Absolutely, Alato. And what the hell is that noise? A turban? Like the that one guy with the big name that I don't know how to say it. Divorce.
Obrigado.
I'm calling him Divorce. Obrigado. Damn. What's up, Obrigado? No problem, dude. Where was I going with this? Yeah, like, what is the nature of this kid? And what is that sound? What the fuck is that sound? So, you feel like it's a turban. I don't know, man. This feels like a fucking growl, like some breathing. Maybe I'm dead wrong. Maybe it is just a part of the because in the background, there's probably like a facility in the background that we can't really see because of the angle or something. And maybe it's just a part of the whole system that is working still. Maybe it could just be that, to be fair. And I'm just fucking dreaming of things. I don't know. But yeah. Okay, let's just continue a little bit here then. Okay? There's definitely something in this kid because it is pretty much confirmed that from Kouto himself that there is some sort of mystery behind this kid, right? And the robot head, whatever it is. You know what I mean? What's up, Rodrigo? How you doing, brother? Bom dia. Bro, did you guys watch? I don't know if you... there's probably a bunch of Brazilians right now in the chat, but like, have you seen the game yesterday? Because damn, dude. At least in my city, we have a shit ton of Brazilians, and you guys were fucking partying, man. It was insane, dude. Like, I don't remember seeing so much energy from, like, people watching a football match. Benfica or Porto? Nah, dude, Sporting. Sporting all the way, my guy. Sporting all the way. It was awesome. But yeah, Brazil, Morocco is an amazing team, by the way. Like, Morocco, honestly, it's one of those underrated teams. Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for Morocco. But yeah. I mean, they have been for a while now, so yeah. I mean, they even beat Portugal 4 years ago, right? So, okay. We were told this. Wait, did I read this? We were told this time that the setting is in a world. Okay, yes, I didn't read this. Okay, so the interviewer is asking here. We were told this time that the setting is in a world after humanity has disappeared. Okay. Okay, so this confirms that in this world, not in this world, it couldn't be this. It cannot be this. I mean, it can and can't be this world. Can or could. Oh my god, English. Like, what I mean is, we were told this time that the setting is in a world after humanity has disappeared. It could be from other planets or this planet. That's what I mean. You know what I mean? So, I prefer to assume that this is within the planet itself, where humanity disappeared within this planet. But who knows? Does this game follow the formula seen in your past works, such as ancient civilization-like world and the contrast of giant existence and a small self? Rather than saying we followed a formula, it's more than in the process of bringing that specific world to life, it inevitably took that shape. Okay, makes sense. I mean, obviously he's taking a lot of what he already did into account, even if it's just in the background of his mind, and implementing that, right? So yeah. I found out something about this game that I think you haven't seen yet. Yeah, give it to me, Rodrigo. Let's fucking go, man. Let's fucking go, dude. Okay, this machine civilization and sci-fi aesthetics is something we haven't seen in your previous titles. Was this setting established from the very beginning? We already know this, that yes, from the very beginning, he already had like that one concept art of the robot head in his arms, right? So that was already established from the beginning. That's also like one thing that's super curious, man, because if that was already established from the beginning, that means that those boars that we see in that one image, they could be from the same source, right? They could be from the same idea for sure. Why would he hide it? You know what I mean? Why would he hide that part of the image? What would be the interest? Like, he hid that on purpose. You know what I mean? It was even Jay over at Reddit that basically went in, manipulated the image a shit ton in order to reveal that information that is super important. So, you know what I mean? So it is important. Whatever it happened, dude, these creatures are important. I think that's why whatever happened before these events, dude, there was this massive civilization that probably consisted of these giant boars, titans, creatures. And then some sort of event happened that led to the destruction of the world as we know it, and we're trying to basically reestablish the balance of nature somehow here. So yeah, that's what I feel. Oh, this is very, very interesting, and this is kind of the spoilery part of the interview that I'm also talking about here. Within what you were allowed to share, could you tell us about the game's story? And he plainly says it. The broad premise takes place in a world where an ongoing planetary regeneration process was derailed for some reason. The giant robots and humanoids left behind on this planet are now moving forward with the goal of restarting that regeneration. Bro, he basically confirms at least the overall setting. So we're talking about a game where a planetary regeneration was being done. Something blocked that regeneration. Probably one of those massive explosions. We don't know. And now the kid, the head of the robot, and other humanoids and other robots are also restarting this regeneration. Here's the thing. He says humanoids. So there's multiple of them. There's more than one. So there is more than one kid, if this translation is correct. You know what I mean? So that's very interesting. There is one thing that could be happening, is that the kid, the robot, and potentially other robot heads and other kids, they're all the same. They're all connected to like one source. You know what I mean? That's one thing that could also be happening here, I feel like. Like everything is part of one system, you know? Where even if a kid meets another kid, they're effectively the same because they have the same memories? I don't know, man. I'm going deep. I don't fucking know. Okay. Title and themes. Regarding the title, we already know this. Yeah, the connections between generator, genesis, creation, planetary genesis. Okay. Okay, that's a new thing, actually. It also ties into the story, carrying the meaning of planetary genesis. Okay. I don't like soccer, man. As far as I'm concerned, that stadium could have blown up. Damn, dude. Crazy. This game coming out in EA? Wait, what? Real chance of this game coming out in EA? What do you mean? EA? In your previous works, I've often felt a sense of awe and mystery. Okay, this is pretty much also like another one of these questions that has been asked for multiple times. That sense of awe and scale is definitely something he always wants to bring in his games because it's like his trademark, so to speak. I posted an image on Discord. Have you found out anything about it yet? Let me see. Oh, damn, this image. Let me see. It's been a while, actually, since we've looked at it, to be honest.
Early access.
Early access? Nah, I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? So, let me see. One thing is this figure. This figure is an interesting one. But it could just be a reference to that one show. What was the show called? Z-Man or whatever the hell? It could just be a reference to that. This just feels like topology of a model. You know what I mean? And the triangulation that we're seeing, it's mostly because they're using like, what do you call the systems in Unreal Engine? Since they're using Lumen and, oh my god, did I forget the name? Nanite? Nanite? You know, you can basically use photo scanning and stuff like that. And they're probably using that to a certain extent, especially for the terrain and rocks and stuff. You don't even need like clean topology, like quads and everything that you see, for example, in characters. You can basically just grab a model, put it in Unreal, and with the Nanite system, it just does its thing. You know what I mean? You don't need to do anything. I don't know, man. I can't really take anything out of this. One thing that Elado always brings is this image, right? This image probably means something, generally speaking, even though it is just the logo of Gen Design, but it could tell us something, right? We have a kid pushing this object, right? That basically spells Gen in very, very tall letters. You can see here, like, you know, that's a G. You know, kind of like, and this is an E over here, like, and then an N, right? And they're all basically connected, you know? Which makes sense that they're connected, because this is a very specific theme in Team Ico games, connection between characters and shit. And obviously we have the little girl that's looking up, you know, almost looking at the stars, which is relevant, right? Almost like, I don't know. It just feels right. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know if there is any meaning behind this. I don't think so. Maybe there is, but I'm just not seeing it. This figurine is from an old Japanese anime. Yes, but I don't know what to do with this. Like, I don't know what to do with this. You know what I mean? Is there any relevance to this, or was this just a reference to that anime? And they probably took some inspiration visually and all that sort of stuff from this. Put this in Google image Aphrodite. Oh, Aphrodite, yeah. I mean, yeah. If there is another, yes, okay, yeah, this is the figure. Exactly
What
true.
do you think the Kojima production logo means?
I don't know, man. We can talk about that after. Like, it could be that we will find other humanoids, and one of those humanoids is a girl or a feminine figure. You know what I mean? It could be. And then you have, like, that relationship between these two characters. It could definitely be that's happening. And maybe the character is based off of this model, potentially. Could be that, man. Dude, we need more from this game. Damn, dude. They've kind of buffed over here a little bit. All right. Damn. Could definitely be that, you know? I don't believe we're not going to see other characters apart from the main character. There's no way. We're going to see different characters, dude. Even if it's just one or two, you know what I mean? There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I don't buy it. But yeah. Let's see. This is cool, actually. This is one thing that we also spoke about on Discord. That's really nice. The vastness of the world is palpable. In terms of game progression, it is closer to a linear path, a semi-linear path with the detours, or an open world. Great question, because I think that's one thing that kind of worried me and a lot of people, which is I'm afraid that this game was too open world, because they claim that this is an open world, but even the trailer doesn't feel that way. And for me to actually confirms that this is kind of a semi-linear open world-ish. So it's difficult to pin down the exact genre, but there is a certain degree of freedom alongside a clear story progression. Therefore, I think it falls close to what you would call a semi-open or semi-linear game, which honestly I'm very happy for. Like, even Shadow of the Colossus, even though it has like a open world, it doesn't feel very open world-ish. It feels more like a semi-open world, I would argue, or closed open world, which I'm very, very happy for, to be honest. I'm really happy that this is the case for this game. Okay, let me read this one. Let's discuss the giant robots. It looked like a small machine combined with the head of another robot to control it. What role does this play in exploration? In addition to exploring and scanning the surroundings... Oh, I don't know if Jones is around here, but like, it does firmly confirm that there is going to be scanning. Probably something along the lines of like Death Stranding within this game. So that's interesting. But what will we be scanning though? Is it flora? Is it... I don't know. What will we be scanning? What is the interest of scanning? Scanning what exactly, right? For scanning, we have an interest. If it is the terraforma thing, so we will be probably interested in scanning flora, existing flora, animals, and what else? Maybe the resource that helps to terraform the planet itself. You know what I mean? Could be that. I don't know. I think it's gonna be interesting though, because if we can't scan stuff, yo, what up, WW? I guess that's what we calling you, WW, man. Dance must be watching Germany versus Kouto right now. Oh yeah, yeah. How much is it right now? I mean, it just started. I'm pretty sure, right? It just started that much. So yeah, I really want to see Japan versus Holland. I think Holland is big. I think Holland might be big this year. Let's see. So this is going to be really interesting, whatever this means, scanning the surroundings. Because we do know also, and I think this is the okay, I'll go back to this in a moment, okay? You are able to connect to and activate the decayed giant robots scattered across various locations. In the game's lore, it has the ability to merge with any robot, but the actual targets you can combine with during gameplay are limited. Okay, yeah, we kind of knew this already. So yeah. Can you reveal the name of this robot? I'm sorry, I can't reveal the name just yet. Just yet. This motherfucker has a name, dude, right? So yeah, interesting. Do not move autonomously. There are strictly characters controlled by the player. No scenarios involve multiple allies. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Okay, he talks also here about the those organic lives that we see in the game. But I think he did say something interesting here. There was a scene where the player is chased by something resembling native wildlife. Do they have a specific motif to obstruct the player? They don't attack with a specific conscious purpose. They are simply native organisms that naturally inhabit this world, right? So this is very similar to some of the other interviews that he said, but the interesting bit here is naturally inhabit this world. So they're not like, you know, aliens or anything along those lines. These are creatures that have inhabited this world in a natural way, which is a big distinction. You know what I mean? Scanning Chadley from Rebirth will be in Gen Atlas. Oh my god, Buddha? No, dude. Don't say that. Dude, don't give me that, please, dude. We do not want to see Chadley again in this. We already have to deal with Chadley in Revelation, okay? Oh my god, bro, that's gonna be a mess, dude. Dude, that freaking dude is so annoying. Dude, I swear, I just want to punch him, bro. It reminds me of those kids in Skyrim, man. I just want to punch his. Oh my god. Can we? Is there a mod for that? There's probably a mod in Rebirth that you can punch the shit out of Chadley, dude. I'm all over that if that's the case. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, they aren't meant to be enemies. You slaughter in large numbers to grind experience points. Instead, they are placed there as elements that widen the sense of realism and immersion within the world. Okay, yeah, that's pretty sensible, I would say. So yeah, this year I have my eyes on South Korea and Japan. We'll see. We'll see. Regarding the robot's controls, watching the footage, I felt a lot of the effort comes into capturing the heavy, ponderous movement of giant robots. Yeah, he does say here, I think this is not the first time that, you know, this has something that took them a long time to, like, work on in terms of, you know, nailing the movement of the characters, especially giants, because giants have a specific way. They move a little bit slower than humans in order to give that sense of giganticness, you know what I mean, of that colossal scale. So bringing that to Unreal Engine and all that sort of heavy lifting, that took you know, not only like animation work but technical prowess in order to bring that to Unreal and make it feel like good and real. So yeah, this is something that he mentioned before. Was there any specific work that inspired you while creating this game? There isn't any specific work. I belong to a generation that grew up surrounded by robot anime. Okay, he also spoke about this. He did mention Giant Robo in a previous interview. So yeah. And in Giant Robo, actually, I know I've mentioned this before, but in Giant Robo, there's like this technology called the Shizuma, fuck me in the ass, man. Shizuma Drive, which is basically a technology that scientists developed in order to bring like clean energy, something along these lines. Some dudes recreated it in real life. That's insane. That's so cool, actually. But it went wrong because there was a chance that if you use this technology, it could bring like a sort of destruction to the world or to like a region. And that's exactly what happened. A full-on nation was blown away in an incident called... What is the incident name? The Tragedy of Bashtarle. A catastrophic lore-defining event at the heart of the acclaimed mecha anime masterpiece. So, yeah. One of these bombs, one of these thingies exploded, right? And it wiped off an entire nation, right? And that's kind of what also starts the anime, so to speak, because this is like a previous event that starts before the anime, okay? We could be seeing something along these lines, man. Maybe the previous generation was trying to build some sort of technology, whatever it was, like clean energy, but maybe something went wrong. While using it, there was this massive catastrophic explosion that basically wiped out partially the humanity. And now the role of these robots and these kids, humanoid figures, is to bring back that humanity and nature back, so that humans can once again repopulate somehow, right? Could be that. Maybe the Nest and the Last Guardian is part of that role. You know, maybe the Nest is just another stepping stone for that resurrection. I don't know. Who knows? Dun dun dun. I bought the Twin Pack, Part 1 and 2 for PlayStation 5. I'm not sure if I made the right decision. The Twin Pack? What are you talking about? Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy 7? Twin Pack? Damn, you bought that shit? Let's fucking go, man. Let's fucking go, JP. I thought you didn't like, do you like, have you ever, you never played any of the Final Fantasies, right, JP? Am I crazy? The most accurate way to put is that it's a blend of all of those formative experiences. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty fair. I don't think, this is one thing that Famitsu is really good at, blending a lot of things and creating something new instead of creating a goddamn clone of something, you know what I mean? So that's why it's so hard to like pinpoint exactly what is the reference of anything, you know what I mean? You can see some, sure, but it's like, it's so many, it's crazy. FF7. Ooh, damn, look at this fucking gamer, dude. Are you gonna play both of those games? Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, JP. Damn, I'm curious to see what you think about those games, dude. I'm curious. Sheesh. Alright, you mentioned the feel of the controls. The aspect, gameplay, visual focus points. Wait. You mentioned the feel of the controls, but are there any other gameplay elements or visual focal points you really want players to notice? Why are you asking this? What do you mean I didn't? Wait, did you? Bro, I forgot. I don't know, man. I have the memory of a fish. The aspect I value most is the sense of grandeur. I want players to experience the entirety of the world. Okay, we kind of know about this. Whether that's the grandeur of time passing or the sheer scale of space around them, the grandeur of time passing. I think this is the interview where he talks about a really, really interesting aspect of this game. Is it here? Let me just see. I'm pretty sure it is. Wait, we'll keep reading. We'll keep reading it. Okay, no. While the classic Kouto style is highly evident, what new action elements are unique to this style? I believe the mobility and athletic capabilities are a step up. This includes a boost mechanic, high jumping abilities like double or triple jumps, which weren't present in past games. I think it kind of makes sense because I feel like in this game, we're going to have moments where we will be fighting, or at least the character will be moving around these robots while they're fighting against each other. You know what I mean? So this might be weird. Like, you need to have like good movement. I don't know, man. This is going to be weird because while both of these robots are fighting, you want to go all the way up to this character and shoot him. You know what I mean? So you need like good mobility to move around, or else it's just going to be janky as hell. You know what I mean? Oh, Final Fantasy Tactics. I mean, sure, but like I meant like from the mainline entry games of Final Fantasy, not like a side thing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Not the, yeah, sure, but like, you know what I mean? Like the mainline entry games. That's what I meant. And like the old ones, not Final Fantasy 15 and 16, like Final Fantasy 10, 9, 7, 6, 4, you know, 12, not 15 and 16. Come on, those don't even count, bro. Come on, man. Let's see. Primarily, no guns. Where was I? Given that the character is humanoid, I think it will feature much stronger action elements than my previous titles. Okay, that makes sense. Inclusion of a shooting gun, whatever. We already know this. I believe this will be your first multi-platform release. Kind of whatever. We already talked about this. That Epic Games has been very, very supportive. Give them full control. So yeah. Okay, progress of development. I really can't give you a specific percentage of the progress of development. Game development rarely progresses at a steady, constant pace. Sometimes the final stretch right before completion can take the longest. And I think that's exactly where they are right now. I think they are in the final stretch. They might just be in the face of polishing the game. That's what it feels like. And their end of optimization overall. I want to believe. I really want to believe, man. Are there any plans for releasing a new trailer or a new batch of information, for example, that appears at the Tokyo Game Show? I don't think so. The footage was shown this time for a closed audience, and it's currently undecided if it will be released to the general public. As more time passes, the amount of information we can share will naturally increase, and we will likely create a brand new dedicated video when that time comes. So, shit, man. Don't forget to hit like. Damn, dude, I appreciate it, man. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, man. Let's fucking go, dude. She. I feel like one of those old YouTubers, man, like PewDiePie. You know what I mean? Or some shit. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe to the channel, dude. Yeah, bro. Okay, bro. Okay. Finally, do you have a message for the fans? Do you have a message for us, you little bastardo? I would be incredibly happy if you continue to look forward for the game and support us. I'm trying, man. I really am. The reactions from our fans directly tied.
Playing Phantom Blade Zero?
Fuck no. Sorry, I was too honest. I don't know, man. Is the game good? I always feel like when I look at Phantom Blade Zero, I'm like, You know what my problem is with these games, Snaggy? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I am a massive fan of Sekiro, dude. And whenever I look at these fighting Japanese-style games, I'm like, I'm like one of those fanboy, like, football club thingies. I'm like, nah, bro, you are not superior to Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, bro. You will never be Sekiro, motherfreaker. Hesitation is defeat, son. Okay, I'm being... okay, I'm being a little bitch about it. I'm being a little bitch about it. I mean, maybe the game's good. Maybe I should... Is there a demo of this game, by any chance? Actually, is this a PlayStation 5 exclusive? I think it is, right? Oh, no, it isn't. Steam. Damn, okay. 29th of October. Chinese game, right? Or South Korean? S-Game Studio. I mean, the game looks cool, you know? Maybe it's worth. Maybe it's worth. Unreal Engine 5. Okay. Okay, let's just end this real quick. The reactions from our fans directly tie into the motivation of our staff, so we truly appreciate if you could share your thoughts and reactions on social media and other platforms. See, man, they want to hear us out, bro. You personally check the reactions on social media, Mr. Ueda? Yes. Damn! I do check them personally to some extent. Does Ueda know us? Does Ueda know this channel? Damn, that'd be insane. That would be an honor. And the staff reads them as well. Ultimately, the cheers and support from the fans are incredibly encouraging for all of us. That's cool. There is one thing that I want to mention about this, though, which is there was in one interview. Where is it? Where is this shit? This one. There was one interview where he basically confirms also, another big spoiler, that this game spans in an immense amount of time, right? Like, we're talking about years, probably even centuries, or even millennia. Who knows, right? Because there's this question. I mean, we've talked about this, right? Which is, you can tell me anything about the sand in Gen Alice. I'm curious if are systemic interactions with wind, or if the environment changes a lot. And Weta gets quite animated about this.
I played FF15 and I liked it. Even if you didn't, I played FF16 and was pure garbage. Played FF14 and was oakish in opinion, and finally I played FF7 Part 1 through PS Plus but never finished. Got bored.
Fair. I mean, I think Reaper, I don't know, man. We could talk about Final Fantasy VII. Let me just say this, okay? I think what I can say, and maybe it's a hint, but the two real central themes of this game are we wanted to feature robots, which is pretty fucking obvious, even he says it, and there's going to be a vast sort of spawn of time that is also a key element in this storytelling. Brother, And so the environment. There are changes that happen over these large amount of times. Perhaps that has something to do with how you see the environment and how the changes are going to be apparent. Bro, this is huge. This is basically telling us and confirming that whole thing also of like when the kid rises from the ground. I think it was even Jones that mentioned like you can see patches of like sand falling from his fucking face, right? Which kind of indicate to you that he was probably there for a long time on the ground, right? For those packets of like sands to be like so you know, tied together, he was probably there for a long period of time. Days, months, years, we don't know, because even his whole fucking face and like his body is completely rusted, right? Like it oxidized, right? It oxidized from, I think it's from the exposure of the weather and shit, and oxygen and whatever. So he has been here for a long time, most likely. So we don't know. So that this is very curious, because at least the video that I'm about to do, man, it's about exactly this image, which is, I think at the end of the day, whatever happens, nature will be preserved and it will flourish. That's it. But yeah, I think that's basically all I have to say about Jet Design right now. We don't really... I think we now have to wait. We're probably going to have to wait a couple of months to get more information about this game. Everything just feels right now that, you know, we have some informations. There are a couple of things that we can see definitely from what is going on in this game now, but there's still a lot of questions regarding the actual nature of the main character. What is actually happening in this with these facilities that you see around the world? What are they trying to do? Is it like to collect some sort of resource like this one? What is this for? Is this like the clean energy, kind of like in the Shizuma drives? Who the fuck knows? Yo, what up, Felix? There's a clock timer from the moment you start the game. Boo. What? What do you mean? How dare you, Weta, for not allowing me to idle? No, I mean, it's probably just that. What? No, it's not a timer. He didn't mention a timer, and there could be that, but he didn't mention that. It's just that when you are in the first level, right? And after you finish that first level and you go to the second one, there's going to be a massive change in the environment. So, in the first level, you could have like little islands everywhere, but then some sort of catastrophe will happen that, you know, maybe now you only have like one island. Who knows? I have no clue.
Did you love Death Stranding 2?
I loved Death Stranding 1 so much that I didn't play Death Stranding 2, Snaggy. I loved it so much, bro. You do not want to check my live streams on a Death Stranding. Oh my god. Dude, okay, Snaggy. Okay, I'm gonna say this, okay? Death Stranding is a great game, okay? The problem is, I played this fucking game on stream, and honestly, I should not have done that, because I think I tainted my experience in terms of what this game could be. You know what I mean? This is not a game for you to stream. This is a game for you to, like, play on your own and do your thing. I just feel like it just wasn't for me when I played it. Maybe I'll give it another chance in the future. Maybe I'll just play Death Stranding 2 one day, and maybe my thoughts are going to change. But like the one thing is for sure, cinematics are amazing. The even though the story is very convoluted to a point that it's, at least in my view, really hard to make sense out of anything. The characters, man, I don't feel like dude, I love Kojima, man. I love Metal Gear shit, but I don't feel like the characters are like, there's like this lack of connection with these characters that I just feel like it's hard for us as players to connect with these characters, man. But one thing is for sure, those moments when you're walking alone, like, there are moments in this game that are like, you're just feeling it, you know what I mean? It just feels right, you know what I mean? And for that, I really appreciate Death Stranding for what it is, you know what I mean? I really do. Even though, like, do not check the way I ride bikes in this game, it's crazy. It's chaos, all right? That's all I'll say. That's all I'll fucking say, dude. Yeah, you have a friend here, Felix. Holy, man. It seems to me the millennial developers are the problem. Oh, you guys can see it. Uh, it seems to be the millennial developers are the problem. Where this generation is Gen X, and they're slowly fading from the industry. We don't get quality anymore. And I said, I will never understand the separation of blaming different generations. There are a ton of amazing millennial developers out there. Seek them. What was the answer? I'm Gen Z, so it's not a your darn kid's opinion. All my favorite games were made by boomers or Gen X. They had different attitudes and design choices. Better choices. Look what millennials have done to God of War. Made it lame and feminized. Dude. Felix, you have a friend here, man. Jesus, man. Dude, I get it that a lot of games, you know, now, I mean, a lot of decisions behind, like, I don't understand God of War Luffy also, man. I don't understand where the fuck PlayStation is going with that one. But, like, blaming an entire generation for that is insane. Like, that makes no sense. There's great games being made today, man, by millennials, okay? It's not the fault of millennials. That's crazy, dude. I don't get it. True? Oh my god, bro. What are you saying, man? Expedition 33 was made by
James's
millennials, dude.
Gen Z games are so worse XD.
dude, Expedition 33 was made by millennials, and it is peak gaming, bro. It's the best game of the fucking year, in my opinion, at the very least, in my opinion. Amazing game, dude. Actually, who made Kingdom Come? What is the age? What is the age of the creator of Kingdom Come Deliverance? He's probably older, to be fair. Oh yeah, Daniel Vavra, nah, he's Gen X, right? He's Gen X. 50. Nah, he's a boomer now. He's old. Should reform and not do anything in his life anymore because he's 50. Oh my god, dude, I swear. My dad has this mentality and I fucking hate it, man. Like, I actually don't understand, dude. Maybe I'll change my mind when I'm older or something. But, like, right now, I'm like, bro, I want to work until I'm fucking dead, dude. You know what I mean? I don't need to work, like, 10 hours or 15 hours a day, obviously. But, like, I don't know, man. I see Scorsese, for example, right? Scorsese has done some of his best movies. He's, like, what, 83?
The conversation with El Hato was heating up, too, on Discord. What a rabbit hole.
I mean, it's fine, dude. I mean... I don't mind the conversations heating up a little bit. Just don't, like, throw rocks at each other, you know what I mean? I don't mind the conversations heating up a little bit, that's fine. But once you start to be like, which wasn't, a lot of wasn't this, right? It's just that, and I'm not even talking about Elato here right now. It's just that I don't mind conversations heating up, but let's make sure that, one, we don't talk about politics, okay? And two, don't throw rocks at each other in the sense that don't talk shit about the person itself, you know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, like, I don't know, like Wolf of Wall Street, you know, Killers of the Flower Moon, Shutter Island. He was, bro, this guy was like, what, 60, 70 years old when he made these games, dude? Like, bro. So, you know, The Irishman, Silence, all amazing movies that he did, right? And he's an old ass for a lot of people. Who cares, man? Like, one of the greatest movies that Studio Ghibli has made, right? In my view, dude, I watched this movie 3 times in cinema. The Boy and the Heron. The Boy and the Heron. This is my favorite Studio Ghibli movie, by far. And this movie, how old was Miyazaki when he made this, man? Probably like in his 80s, almost 90 years old. Obviously, he didn't make this alone. He had a great team behind him. But his team has been around him since, like, forever. You know what I mean? To be fair, the conversation... I can't play Expedition 33 because of the bobblehead characters. What do you mean, bobblehead characters? Huh? What do you mean by this? Bobblehead characters? Huh? Like this? SK? What do you mean? Why do the characters have bobbleheads? It's distracting? Someone justified it saying it's French. What do you mean with this? I don't even know what people mean with this. Bobblehead characters? Like this one? Is it just that their heads are a little bit bigger than usual? Is that what's happening? Okay. I'd never even noticed that, to be honest. That's I mean, I don't know, man. I loved Expedition 33. I thought it was an easy game of the year. So yeah, okay, but let's move on. All right, I don't want to spend like a fucking eternity on this. I want to talk about Final Fantasy Resonance. This is a game that I don't know if you guys are fans of Final Fantasy, but this is the first Final Fantasy, like 2D Final Fantasy, that has come up, and they have made they have released over at IGN a full-on gameplay of this game, right? Now, it seems that most people are kind of happy, or pretty happy, about the release of this game, which is pretty cool. Personally, I'm a little bit worried, to say the least, because this game feels very much that like it has the how do you say it, the DNA of Octopath Traveler, instead of having its own DNA, you know what I mean, its own sort of visual motifs and, I don't know, visual language, so to speak. Obviously, it's going back also to that sort of medieval vibe that defined Final Fantasy. Oh, dude, even this one right here, this scene right here kind of reminds me of the City of the Ancients from Final Fantasy VII, in a different way, but the lighting and the organic elements and everything, they really remind me of something along those lines, you know what I mean? Final Fantasy Octopath, oh my god, bro, crazy, man. But they released yesterday a full-on gameplay, 17 minutes, and I just kind of want to analyze it, because this is a game that I'm interested in some way, even though I'm very reluctant about it, because I don't know, man, it feels too flashy for a Final Fantasy game, too many VFX going on, and too much Octopath Traveler DNA in here. But let's see. So this is an exclusive boss fight gameplay. So this
looks like we have no choice but to fight back.
Okay, I'm gonna say it straight up. I personally, I'm not even a fan of like English voice acting in these games. I really prefer Japanese, but it's kind of whatever.
We're done for if it hits us with that blast. Get it before it charges up.
We're on it.
So I've never played. I think this is based on Brave Exodus, which is like a mobile Final Fantasy game. Oh my god, mobile Final Fantasy game. That even breaks my heart. Okay. Where you have like Cloud. This is from Final Fantasy 1, Terra, and Zidane in here. These are characters that come from like different Final Fantasy games and that are now helping these main protagonists, because what is this, like the spirit? I don't okay. Okay. And by the way, this is definitely a reference to Final Fantasy VI, this fight, right?
Everything.
The train fight.
Your will is my power. We have the weakness.
Looks like
Okay, so what do we have here? Attack, defend, items. Zidane's skills. You can see it. You can't see it. Let me turn off my camera real quick. So you see on the top that we have like Zidane's skills, and then the typical stuff like skills, attacks, defend, and items. And you can also escape. So this is pretty typical Final Fantasy shenanigans. The Zidane skills is a different one, right? So you basically have the character over there, and you can... Oh, this is the... Yes! Aggro dancing, bro. Let's fucking go. Okay. So you can basically do Zidane's abilities. Okay. So I'm guessing you're going to have like trance abilities from Zidane, and maybe Omni Slash from Cloud and all that sort of stuff.
one of these. Ouch! What should I do?
Wait.
Ouch!
What, so what else do they do? Is it just that? We also have a bar over here on the bottom that I'm seeing, which is probably like a limit, right? This bar right here is probably like a limit or something. Just pretty standard Final Fantasy stuff as well.
Leave it to me.
My turn.
Okay. Wait, what abilities do we have? Is it just typical Final Fantasy stuff?
My turn.
Oh, wait. These are the abilities from the
My turn.
yeah, these are the abilities from Cloud. Braver, Thunder Surge, Tundra, Water, Bravery, D-Brave. Okay, so just typical shit. He's the one doing it.
Well then.
Warrior of Light skills. Wait. Bro, they're...
Got their weakness. Well then. This'll
Cure. Okay, so it feels like different spirits, I guess, give you different abilities. Is that what's going on? Is that the vibe? So if I pick Cloud, you're basically picking a...
of Elliot, the Millennium Tales Square is releasing next in 3 days. It's the same exact same style.
Yeah, I mean, this is the problem, man. Like, you're adapting a style to every single other game, bro, and it's like, what are we doing, dude? Like, I don't get it, man. Yeah, I remember that game. I remember. So what it feels like is that each, so this guy, Cloud, is basically like a skill job or something. Maybe it's something along those lines. Maybe, and this guy, for example, is so this guy is like a magic, I wouldn't say white magic, but it's kind of like an hybrid between physical damage and magic damage. While the Hero of Light is like just full-on white mage or something along those lines.
What should I do?
Yeah, because that's what they're doing. They're showcasing, oh, you can summon Espiers with Terra. Siren. Okay, so we do have summons in this game, which is also a pretty typical Final Fantasy
They
thing.
already created this game. It's called Final Fantasy Dissidia NT.
Dissidia is very different though, right? Isn't Dissidia like an action game? Is this Final Fantasy spin on JoJo's stance? Huh? Grave of the Fireflies is my favorite Ghibli movie. Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind is my favorite Miyazaki. Sabby, have you by any chance... Wait, did my camera... What happened with my camera? Bro, what's happening with my camera? Give me a moment. Bruh, for some reason, I don't know what's happening with my camera. Maybe the battery's fucked, but like, yeah, horse aggro time, unfortunately. But it says it has no battery again. I don't know, maybe the battery's fucked up. Yeah, aggro time. Could I connect the... Yeah, I could, but it would take time, whatever. You'll just have to deal with aggro dancing. Sorry, folks. I'll try to fix it for the next stream. My bad. I was not expecting this. Yeah, have you? By the way, Sabby, have you seen the manga? Have you read the manga of Nausicaa by any chance? Grave of the Fireflies is one movie that I still need to watch, man. I need to watch that movie still. It's one of those that I'm missing, to be honest. No, this is exactly the same as Dissidia? Wait, no. I thought Dissidia was like a... What? I thought Dissidia was like an action game. I played that. Dissidia NT. Bro, this has nothing to do, man. What are you talking about? Gameplay. Dissidia NT gameplay. I'm pretty sure, man. This has always been... Wasn't this like a PSP exclusive or whatever? Back in the day, dude. What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, buddy? Nah, dude. Nah, my guy. Nah, dude.
Here goes.
Wait, so you... Wait, what are we doing here, then? We're spawning Siren, but she's not doing an attack like in the previous Final Fantasies. Or is she? She just stands there? What's the objective? Ooh, Zidane. Zidane is one of my favorites. Free energy? What the fuck is this? Deal water magic damage to an enemy. Damage increased by 50% if the target is staggered. Steal? Yeah, so he's kind of like a thief sort of character, so that's what you get. It's like thief sort of abilities. That makes sense. I love Zidane, dude. Zidane is the shit. Zidane? Okay, so we have like also here the you can see here that this is basically like the when your turn is happening, right? Also pretty standard Final Fantasy. I think this was predominant in Final Fantasy X, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember the other ones. at least showing to you, you know what I mean?
And
If I'm not mistaken, Kouto, they released 6 games with this style until now. Damn. They've been milking it. It's insane, dude. It's so bad.
The power
It's so bad.
of wills. Got 'em where it hurts.
I mean, I think it's cool that you have like spirits. I kind of like the concept though. You have like spirits, you know what I mean? That give you basically like a class tree or a job, you know what I mean? Different jobs, kind of like in, I don't know, Final Fantasy 5 or 3 or whatever, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know, man, like the fact that these characters are always attached to like these famous characters, I don't know, man. I think it's kind of unfortunate because I don't want to see these characters here, you know what I mean? I care more about these characters. I want to know more about them. I want to be, you know, I want to be how do you say it? Immersed in this adventure that these guys are having, you know? Titus? You mean Titus, not Titus, man. Fucking titties, man. What do you mean titties, man? I haven't read any of the manga. Fine. Yeah, it's alright, Teddy. I definitely recommend, though. Definitely recommend. So what the hell is Cyrus doing, though? Siren. Oh, so you can cure one or multiple characters. Okay. Free energy. He's doing that shit again. Instead of showing us something new. Got it. So what is Siren doing here? Flame scrolls. Okay. Basic shit.
let's see if this works.
Okay.
My turn.
So what is Siren doing here? Okay, there is a symbol here that he's probably gonna do some big attack, dangerous one. Okay, whatever. Sweeping staggered. Okay, so this was something that was very popularized, I believe, from Final Fantasy 13, which is you basically have like a meter, and as much as you hit a character, and if it goes all the way up and gets full, he basically goes into a staggered sort of stage where you deal a shit ton of damage. You know, I think it's not obvious, Felix. You can hear USB sound being unplugged.
Phone camera as a webcam, right, Kouto?
Use your phone camera as a webcam? Yeah, I know, man.
Now's our chance. I have.
But now I'm focusing on this or whatever. I'll fix it for next stream. Wait.
I will protect you all. Sorry, not sorry.
Brother, what the fuck just happened here? Select resonance. Okay, climax edge? Damn, dude, chill. Oh! Nostalgia bait! Yes! Take my money for nostalgia. Wait, so we listened to this guy in the beginning speaking in English, and now this guy speaking in Japanese? Okay. Is this game like a mix between two languages? I love it, dude. I'm all about it.
Here I go. Your will is my power. There, that got them.
What should I do?
Okay, what else do we have here, man? Anything else that is interesting? Like, my problem is, like, what is this game bringing that is new, right? Like, every Final Fantasy, even the turn-based games, brought always something new, right? What is this game bringing that is different?
Leave it to me.
Bro, even Final Fantasy VIII had that whole junction system that is very, like, you know, some people love it, some people hate it. And regardless if you hate it or not, it was a system that they implemented to bring something new to the table, you know?
Looks like it's my turn.
Are they betting on this whole system of resonance? Is that it? I guess so.
All right. Lend me your strength.
It's pretty much the same constantly now, okay. I'm not exactly sure what the fuck Siren is doing, though.
What should I do?
Wait, what does she do here?
Leave it to me.
What does this main character do now?
All right. The power of wills.
Sweeping stagger again?
What to do?
Zidane skill, defend.
Now
Okay, so we... Oh, Rain is going to use his limit break or whatever this is, right? Kind of want to see that.
Let's end this quickly, everyone.
Infinite. Wait.
Now's my chance.
Let's end.
So he has infinity drive.
Got something
Here's
special
what you've
for
been
you.
waiting for.
So it's basically just a special attack. Okay. Damn, dude. Gamer. This is what I mean, bro. The amount of VFX that they're using is crazy, dude.
Infinity drive.
I don't know, man. This doesn't even feel Final Fantasy-ish to me. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know if it's just the amount of VFX that we're seeing. I don't know. Maybe it's just a mix of everything.
Now. Sorry, not sorry.
Okay. Anything else?
Trapped next.
Okay, so you can develop basically like different resonance that are essentially job skills, I guess. And as much as you progress, you get like more stuff, right? And more abilities and whatnot. I mean, this game might be good with the systems that it has. It might be enough. Yeah, let me shut up the music here that I have on the background. Okay. Again, can I just say, man,
They did the same with the last Fire Emblem game. Was all about the nostalgia bait. They brought old characters from the franchise. The game was poop. It died in 5 months.
I mean, one thing that I really don't like is this UI right here, man. I am very picky when it comes to graphic design, to be fair, but because I've been in the industry of graphic design and I still do work in graphic design, and I'm super picky when it comes to like typography choices and font choices and all that, and even these gradients on the background. I feel like they could do something a little bit more dynamic and interesting, right? Because we even talked on Discord, JP, about the whole Persona thing and why it's like I think it was Persona 4, right? That had like much more emphasis on the characters when they show up, right? Like the character's actually big, you know. It shows up like mostly like on the screen, like more than half or some shit, and like this shack box feels like super small. It should feel big, man, you know, because this is what you should be looking at. This is what's important right now. It's the fucking text. It's not what's happening here, because there's nothing happening here right now, you know. The text should be the main focus, and it's not for some reason. And it's like, why, you know? What was the game? Was it Persona 4? Let me see. Can I find that thing that you've talked about, JP? Let me see. Ah, man, it's probably going to be hard, isn't it? Let me see. Persona 4, I think it was the game. Images. Persona 4 gameplay. Dude, I'm not a big fan of these games. JP already knows this. JP is a big fan of these games. I'm not, to be honest, but there are things in this game that I really appreciated. I think it was this game. Let me see.
Sorry.
You see a difference here, like in terms of UI? Bro, it is massive in my view. Like, at least like you have a lot more focus. Even the color, because the color is like orangey. It brings so much more attention to what the fuck you're looking at. You know what I mean?
Look on the art thread.
Yeah, cool. I think I already have it. I think it was this one, right? Let me see.
But I gotta go take care of some business. Go ahead and eat without me. I don't know how late I'll be.
There's nothing on the art thread. But whatever. This works. This works, right? Like, I feel like there is. Yeah, there's a lot more focus, generally speaking, on the character and this. And sometimes it's small choices, man. Like the font is big as hell, man. Like, that's a big fucking font right there. While here, let me compare. Where is it? Final Fantasy Resonance. Bro, look at this shit, man. This feels miserable. What is this? Why is this so small? Why is this not taking the entire screen? Why is she like, I don't know, man. Well, what am I supposed to be focusing on this character? Is it her facial expression even? Or is it this part of the body that nobody gives a damn? You know what I mean? Like, that's something that even Persona is doing here that's cool, you know? Because, like, the focus is much more on the face of the character, you know what I mean? Feels that way. Whoops. What's happening? Shit. Too many tabs, bro. I don't know. like even here it showcases, right? Like where you want to focus is kind of like the expression of the character, you know what I mean? So this part can go the fuck away, you know what I mean? Make this part bigger, the image, and then make this also bigger. At least the font, make it bigger, because it's so small. It doesn't feel impactful at all. I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan. So this is, what is his name? Freak, not freaking Zeus. What is his name? Pretty big character in Final Fantasy games overall. Okay, so basically what he's telling us here is that we can collect different summons. Is that what's up? Ramu. That's his name, Ramu, yeah. Oh, we need to fight against him in order to collect him? Is that what's happening? Okay.
I pinged you on Discord.
I pinged you on Discord? Okay. Let me see. No, that's the characters. You're pinging me the characters. Bro, why are you pinging me the other stuff? I just wanted the UI, my guy. Come on, bro. This, yeah, it's kind of what we showed, right? This part right here. Yeah, because we were comparing like the old UI with the new UI. And personally, I think the new UI in this part right here does this does a better job because it brings a lot more attention to the words that are being spoken by the character, while this feels like so small and it almost feels like an afterthought. Like it's kind of like, whatever, you should be looking at here, right? But like, no, you should be looking at the words, man. The words right now are the most important things, but I don't know. That's just me. I feel like it's kind of like these small decisions that end up being so important at the end of the game, bro. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? That are so easy to overlook also.
Leave it to me. Seriously?
Okay, pretty much the same stuff being showcased here. Nothing crazy. Okay. I don't know, man. This feels so half-baked, man. I'm not gonna lie. This feels like it was put together in like 2 or 3 years max. I don't know, man. Which is fine, but I don't know. I'm not convinced at all. I might just play the game, try it out. Maybe the game is actually good. I don't even know why they're showcasing 17 minutes of gameplay. Like, I don't see why. It should be way less. There's really no need for it. Okay. Okay, what happens now, Ramu? Are you mine? Is that what's up? Yeah, will you join us? I think I would ever side with humans. It appears Fate has its own... Okay. And it's kind of goofy. Got it. I like in FF8 you can still summon... So you can still summons from the villains of the game. I think all Persona games are weird. Oh well. It is what it is. I mean... Maybe the story is good, and that's what's worth.
It feels like a mobile game. Be honest with yourself, boss.
Does it feel like a mobile game? I don't know about that. Maybe. I don't. That's not the criticism that I'm putting here. I'm criticizing mostly the visuals, and just the overall resonance system. That it doesn't really focus on the characters, but it focuses on previous characters that are kind of like, I don't want to focus on these characters, not the old ones, but whatever. It is what it is. Okay. Last but not least, I just kind of wanted to talk about this news regarding FromSoftware games. Very sadly, what's happening within FromSoftware has been a thing that I don't think this is happening. This is a thing of now. This has been a thing for multiple years, most likely. But even this... in this news outlet, it says Hidetaka Miyazaki comments on FromSoftware future games amid Kadokawa shared concerns. So it says here, FromSoftware boss Hidetaka Miyazaki says studio remains free to develop future games amid Kadokawa investor scrutiny. So there's something happening within Kadokawa right now where I'm guessing that, you know, these guys have been asking questions, you know what I mean? The shareholders have been asking some questions regarding like what the hell FromSoftware is doing, you know what I mean? So From Software president Taki Miyazaki has reassured fans that the acclaimed Japanese developer remains free to create the games it wants despite growing attention surrounding investor activity at parent company Kadokawa. Comments come as investment firm Oasis Management has increased its stake in Kadokawa by 13%, making it the company's largest shareholder ahead of Sony, which holds 11%. So Sony holds 11% stake in this company. That's actually a pretty big thing. Who are Oasis Management? Who are these guys? Hedge fund management firm headquarters in Hong Kong, with additional offices in Tokyo, Austin, and Texas. Damn. Oh, they're just there for the money, dude. These guys don't give two shits about video games. They care about money. Okay, these are the worst type of shareholders that you can have, most likely. Got it. The development has prompted discussions among players about whether increased shareholders and influence could affect the future direction of FromSoftware and its projects. Most likely. That's probably what's happening right now, right? Oasis has publicly praised FromSoftware's commercial success through franchises including Elden Ring, Dark Souls, and Armored Core. Okay. What other investments do these guys have, actually? 7. The firm has been a vocal long-term shareholder in this Japanese retail giant. Owner of 7-Eleven. Wait, isn't 7-Eleven... What is 7-Eleven? American convenience store. These guys don't give two shits about video games. They care about money. Got it. Like, they don't give a damn. In response to concerns, Miyazaki told the Faminico Gamer that while he is aware of the media reports regarding the situation between Oasis and Kadokawa, he could not discuss the matter in detail. Okay, I see. So there's a big shift going on with pressures from Oasis management within Kadokawa. Okay. Speaking about the studio's working environment, Miyazaki said, "I'm not saying that there's no room for improvement, but we can't freely make the kind of games we want to make without excessive interface." Without excessive interface. But there is some interface for sure. Sadly. I blame Sony. Sony's been trying to buy Kadokawa. I mean, clearly that's not the issue. The issue is Oasis doing pressure, right? That's what it feels like right now. Let me read the entirety of it. I think for both myself and FromSoftware, the most important thing going forward is to maintain this environment and focus as much as possible on game development. Miyazaki said the company continues to focus on creating new experiences and encourages players to look forward for future releases. Okay. He's also stated that players should look forward to both the announced and unannounced titles to come. Yeah, so we know that, I mean, it's pretty obvious that Miyazaki's working on something, at least one game. There are reports that it is like a pirate game of sorts. We simply don't know what he's working on right now, though. We have no clue. What I'm expecting, bro, I've said this multiple times, but it is a fucking shame at the very least if the systems that they've created in Sekiro are not adapted in some sort of sequel, spiritual successor, or whatever. Because the combat in this game is fucking peak, man. The combat is amazing, and they need to do something with this, for sure. The comments arrive as FromSoftware prepares to release several projects, including Elden Ring Tarnished Edition from the Nintendo Switch 2, and the upcoming action title Duskbloods. The thing with Duskbloods, though, is like, Duskbloods is a Switch 2 exclusive, which is so weird that, honestly, in my view, like, that this is the type of... I don't know, man. I don't understand why would they make an exclusive for the Nintendo Switch. It's so weird to me, but, you know, they do whatever they want to do, right? I mean, this is probably something that Nintendo and FromSoftware probably were talking about to make. But even then, like, Sony has a 11% stake on this. Why would they... They were probably against the fact that they wanted to make a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive for sure, right? It wouldn't make sense, in my view. Meanwhile, speculations continues among fans about what may follow after Elden Ring, which has sold 30 million copies world. That's insane, dude. That's so crazy. 30 million is insane. Miyazaki previously indicated that Elden Ring 2 is not currently being considered. He has not ruled out the possibility of a sequel in the future. I mean, that is most likely for him to say this. That is most likely what some of these investors want, for sure, because Elden Ring was such a massive hit then that it just makes sense to do more content of this game. I mean, this is effectively a spiritual successor to Dark Souls, right? This is absolutely a spiritual successor to Dark Souls. It almost feels like Dark Souls 4 in my view. So yeah, I mean, still, the fact that, and I mean, they even made like Night Ring, Elden Ring a Night Rain, right? Which is kind of like a, it's kind of weird to say this, but it is true. It's kind of like a Fortnite, an Elden Ring Fortnite, which is kind of weird, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Dustbloods looks terrible as well. I don't know what's the news about Elden Ring in 2024. FromSoftware themselves said there would be no more DLCs or expansions for the game, and they had a spin-off for Elden Ring as a send-off for the universe. Sony bought Crunchyroll and tone it down. They're trying to monopolize anime. FromSoftware is going to be the collateral damage. But this is not a problem from Sony directly. This is definitely a problem from shareholders, generally speaking. And Sony only has 11% of the shares, and they need 50% in order to make some sort of big decision. So it's kind of like, no, it's definitely not the blame. I mean, sure, Sony has a big stake and a lot of leverage, I guess, especially to other shareholders, but it's they're definitely not alone on this, right? So that needs to be taken into consideration, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of sad that this is the case, because even Polygon says Elden Ring Studios' future will be decided by a messy investors fight. Just kind of weird. Wait, at the center of the turmoil is a group of infamous for suggesting that Nintendo should consider monetizing Mario's jumps. Are we talking still about Oasis? I guess so. Yeah, Oasis management claims that it has already spent years trying to convince Kadokawa to fully maximize the potential of its portfolio. Oasis specifically considers FromSoftware to be Kadokawa's biggest asset, so they are essentially arguing that FromSoftware's direction could be optimized to make more money. Yeah, we found the virus, dudes. So we found the fucking virus. Oasis might ring a distant bell to some gamers. The company made headlines in 2014 after an investor told Nintendo that it should consider charging €1 to make Mario jump higher. Okay, at the time it wasn't a suggestion so much so as it was an illustration of how new monetization methods could work. That's crazy, dude. Oasis management argues that Kadokawa is leaving money on the table by developing games like Elden Ring with external partners like Bandai Namco. Okay, so this is their full-on vision here. The path forward should be clear. Kadokawa should narrow its publishing slate, broaden its genre exposure, invest more deeply behind titles with genuine scalable potential, strengthen author and creator development. Bullshit. This is so bullshit. And accelerate digital and international distribution. Importantly, management must establish clear and measurable KPIs, so shareholders can evaluate whether real progress is being made. Wow. That is something, dude. I honestly, what it feels like right now is that the moment that Miyazaki leaves this fucking studio, it's over. It's fucking over. Because it really feels like right now, Miyazaki is the one holding, because he probably has so much power within the company. The name Hidetaka Miyazaki within FromSoftware, right, is such a big name. It's such an important name that the moment this guy leaves the company for some reason, it's over. It's over for the company, man. That's what it feels like right now. So at least that's what I feel. It's like, I will support this company, but the moment Miyazaki leaves, I'm good. I'm good. I'm out. I'm out of this bitch. You know what I mean? I'm out of this bitch. I hated the Bandai Namco logo update. It didn't turn Crunchyroll into crap. The shitification of moral position of anime and gaming and you. Damn. Brain rot initiated, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. All that I really want is Miyazaki to direct some sort of new Sekiro, bro. That's all I need, man. That's all I request. Please, please, Miyazaki. Come on, bro. Okay, folks, that's pretty much all I have for today, man. That's pretty much all I have for today, bro. I don't know if there's any, like, other big news or anything like that. In terms of news for Gen Alice, it's going to be really hard to, like, talk about anything else, to be honest. I'm mostly just going to focus on doing videos of theories. I have, like, 2 or 3 that I want to do, probably for the next week or 2, and that's about it. I mean, I don't think there's much interest. I mean, I've talked about this. I made a video about the whole... Oh, these are spoilers. About the whole Berserk new chapter thing. For some reason, it got boosts. It got a... Give me 1 sec. Let me see. I'll fucking do this. Whatever. 13K for some fucking reason, man. I honestly don't understand YouTube, man. I really don't, man. Sometimes you put so much fucking time in a video, you know what I mean? And you get nothing. And then you put like 3 hours in a video and it's 13K and it keeps going. You know what I mean? It keeps going up. Okay. Whatever, dude. Go figure. Also, by the way, have you guys seen this? Because I sure haven't. And I'm curious. I mean, I've heard about Ninja Scroll before. And I have some vague memories of some of these shots that appear from Ninja Scroll, like specifically this one. Where is it? Bro, this image right here is... Maybe JP knows what I'm talking about, but like this image is huge for me. Like it instantly brings me like some nostalgia vibes, because in Portugal at the very least there was like this one trailer for manga, for a company called Manga, literally. Trailer Pietia, I guess, that had like the music. I think it was from it's Hello Man. What is it called? What are those dudes called? Portugal. Motherfucker, I need to find him. I need to find it now. Trailer Portugal manga. What the fuck? I don't know how to search for that. This was it this? Wait, what? Why does it have that sound? Oh, dude, I don't think I can even listen to the song because I'm going to be copyrighted. Because I think the song is from the famous band. Bro, watching this as a kid, as a like fucking 5-year-old, because my cousins had a bunch of cassettes, I remember, from like Dragon Ball and shit. I was, oh, this shot! Yes! Dude, bro, I was looking at this and I'm like, what am I watching right now? This is so... I honestly think this is copyrighted from, like... I might just go down. YouTube might take me down because this is so, like, aggressive. Some of these shots is insane, man. This takes me back, man. Jesus. Dude, anime back then was something, huh? Because I feel like anime back then was mostly focused on, like, actual seinen manga, seinen anime. And more focused on, like, adult media, generally speaking. While now it's the thing that mostly propers is like isekai manga anime, right? So like Solo Leveling and Sword Art Online sort of vibes. So, you know. Kouto is the most handsome YouTuber? Damn, dude. Okay. Do you like aggro? Damn. Look at that. Aggro right there, man. I'm so beautiful that I'm a horse. Look at that beauty. Yes. Thank you, man. The Freak Rocker. Let's fucking go, man. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, sorry, my camera went down. It's the second time. I don't know what's happening. I need to figure that one out. So nobody has seen this? Sad, man. This looks like the shit. Black Lagoon. I did see some of the episodes for Black Lagoon. It's nice. It's nice. It's a nice little thing. It's a nice little anime. It has a couple of episodes though, from what I remember, right? It has like 24 at the very least. But yeah, the girl's got some style, dude. I like it, man. It's kind of like a Tomb Raider sort of vibe. Pretty cool, man. Anime today just appeals to simps? Bruh, are you... what is Black Lagoon then, my guy? Bruh, what do you mean? I've watched the original ages ago. I've only seen a couple of episodes, to be fair. I haven't seen it fully. But yeah. Dude, that's kind of one thing that I'm realizing. There's so many old animes and old video games also, man. I actually made like a little list on my phone of like hidden video games from like the PlayStation 2 that only appeared in Japan, because I was so curious about Fumito Ueda, like talking about this specific game. What was it called? Helicopter game? Fuck me, man. Finding that shit now it's gonna be a nightmare. But he mentioned like this PlayStation 2 helicopter game that only released in Japan, that he is taking inspiration from for the robot head. Only released in Japan. Let me see if I can find it. It's this one. Yes! So I was like, I was taking a poopy today, you know what I mean? I was like, let me do a list of games that only released in Japan, you know what I mean? From like the PlayStation 2 era. And hold and behold, there's a shit ton of them. It's insane. There are so many of them. It's crazy. Wait, is it this? What the fuck is this character? So what is it? Oh, this is like the channel. Okay, I got it. This is not from the game. This is from the channel. This is the game.
Starts ticking, and we have a limited time to rescue every victim and control the fires.
Wait, this is kind of like Crazy Taxi then, if this is the premise of the game, like he said. Right?
Once we gain control, the clock starts ticking, and we have a limited time to rescue every victim and control the fires. But
yeah, this isn't this kind of like Crazy Taxi, but like helicopter style? I love it, dude.
As it seems. But before that, if you're liking the video,
Stop.
and a blue one that always points.
Damn.
towards
So
the
like, you know, this game only released in Japan, you know what I mean? It's pretty cool. And there's so many games, man. That, like if you go and search PlayStation 2 Wikipedia games, right? If you come over here on the list of video games for the PlayStation 2, and I think if you put like over here, that's kind of what I did, right? So you have, let me see, how do I do it again? Come on, man. Like that. So these are all the games that have released, supposedly, according to Wiki at least. These are all the games that have released in Japan that did not release, at least in Europe and in NA. And the list fucking goes on, dude. There's so many games. And I'm like, okay, let me do a little list. Maybe I'll play 5 or 6 or some shit. I could play it on stream. That could be cool. That could be a cool little stream to do. Maybe play some hidden gems if we can. I'm not even entirely sure if there's ROMs for this. I mean, there probably is. But yeah. But there's like so many of these games that don't even have like a wiki page. You know what I mean? I don't even know if it's hard to find these games. To be dead honest. Probably isn't. Many of... Buzz? What? Many of these games don't even have translations from what I've seen. So, I did saw one specific game that looked pretty fucking nice. I don't remember the name. But I was like, I was reading some comments and they were like, yeah, there's no translation for this game whatsoever. And it was a very text-heavy game. And I'm like, damn, dude, that's actually sad. But yeah, a lot of these games are just these types of games, you know what I mean? Very anime-esque high school games also. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, folks, I think that's mostly it. That's all I got for today. So, yeah. I think I'm out. What about my demo? Dude, I don't know about your demo, bro. I saw some news about Amsterdam 166 or whatever the fuck the name is. And these guys were all over AI, man. So I don't know. I don't really know exactly the extent. But there were like some AI claims or whatever. What was it? Once again, players are right to suspect AI was used in a game. Once again, a dev apologizes for using AI in their game. And I think it was like for art. So yeah, not a big fan of that. So what is this? I don't even remember what this was all about.
To a world I cannot
Boss,
be a part of.
Germany 4-1 Curacao.
Destined
God.
to be feared for what I am.
Germany 4-1. I mean, yeah, we kind of suspected that would be the case, right? First time Kouto is in a World Cup. Pretty small little country, right? From the Caribbeans, I believe. It's like, yeah.
Those granted the power to raise
Oh, this is
souls,
like that Assassin's Creed game, right?
corrupted by their gifts
It's kind of like a twisted Assassin's Creed or whatever, right?
toward cataclysm.
Okay, fine. This might be cool. Damn it!
But
Wait, so how long does it take for... Oh, damn, look at that. Wait, give me a sec. Let me see how long would it take. Amsterdam? How many gigabytes are we talking about here? How many gigs, man? How many gigs? 14? Fine, we could try it out. We should be able to do this fairly quickly, right? Installing? Look at that beautiful image right there, man. AddiePie? It's from the OG creators of Assassin's Creed. What's up? DPie? Pie. Can I just call you Pie? Seeing Reddit bummed about Bluepoint really made me sad too. In another world, we would have the Ico remake. Bro, that was... yeah, that was very, very sad to hear, man. It is what it is. To be honest,
at last,
it is kind of one of those companies. I've mentioned this before multiple times, but like, I don't know what PlayStation is doing, bro. I really don't.
their debt
But yeah.
is due.
Hopefully, dude, I just want a Jack and Daxter remake, a Sekiro 2, a Bloodborne remake, right? Ico remake. That's all I want. Is it too much to ask? Probably.
Every choice, every breath.
But yeah, I mean, at least they apologized, and hopefully they will take the AI stuff out. But I do remember seeing a guy, I don't remember from which company he was, but he was asked in an interview, it was live even, of like, hey, do you guys use AI in your games, right? And he was like, we do, and we do so to as a means to like we even use generative AI, right? We use generative AI, we come up with ideas using generative AI, and then we translate those ideas to the concept artists, and all the way to the 3D modeling and the texturing and all that sort of stuff. So it's mostly just to generate general ideas, you know what I mean? I mean, even Expedition 33 used AI. They've said it. They left some of the stuff there for like journals that appeared in the initial part of the game. They just forgot to take that shit off. I get it, man. I've met one art director that I really, really enjoyed, which I think he was the art director for Stray, if I'm not mistaken. Art director? Let me see if he shows up, because he was a French dude. French guy. Does not have a single credited. What do you mean? This guy. Vivienne, yeah, I met this guy once. Vivienne? Was it Vivienne? Or what? Creative? Was it Vivienne? I'm pretty sure he worked at the very least in Stray.
20 and 30 minutes the demo. I just want to hear your opinion on the atmosphere at least.
Okay.
It feels a darker version of AC.
Most studios are using it, but aren't saying it because of the backlash. Yeah, pretty much. That's true. That is true. I mean, whatever. One of the guys, I'm not even entirely sure if he was the art director now for the game, but he worked definitely on Stray, at least as a lighting artist. I'm pretty sure. Something along those lines. And I met him, and I was checking out what he was doing in the company. It doesn't matter, the specifics. But he was clearly using tools like Midjourney to come up with ideas, right? And that was mostly the focus. That it was just to come up with ideas for visuals and all that sort of stuff, especially lighting and colors and all that sort of stuff. My issue, I don't have a problem with that, to be honest. It's kind of whatever, because a lot of the times when you go on Pinterest these days, sadly, there's a lot of stuff that appear on Pinterest that are pretty much AI, right? Guys, I've been looking at a lot of these stuffs because I love metabots. I've always loved metabots. And one day I'll do a game surrounding the visuals of metabots because it's so fucking peak, dude. I love it. Okay, let's play this game. Give me 1 sec. Let me get my controller. Found it quickly. By the way, I've really enjoyed your recent Alice videos. How you try observing the architecture to try and understand the narrative is really cool. But thank you, bye. I appreciate it, man. It's not being easy, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think those I don't know, man. It's kind of sneaky, man, what they're doing there, because they like have reinforced walls, but then they have like structures that resemble like dams. But then at the same time, it's like, I don't know, man. It's so weird. I don't know what's happening. You know what I mean? I still don't know. I'm pretty sure there is some sort of weather catastrophes going on that forced this civilization to have this sort of architecture going on. But it's kind of like, it's so out there still, you know? I still think Square used AI. Yeah, what up, Luther? Thank you for the subscription. Damn, dude. What up, dude? Everyone is... I still think Square used AI on the Kingdom Hearts cover, too. I don't think so, man. Maybe, but I don't think so. Hopefully not. Maybe it could have just been an upscaling thing going on. I really doubt. I have massive doubts, like big doubts. I actually don't believe, to be honest, that Tetsuya Nomura would even use anything like that. It does not make any sense. Why would he even use it? It just doesn't add up. Right? Just because you only show like 4 fingers in one hand that is closed, and in the other hand shows 5 fingers, that doesn't mean anything. One of the fingers could have just been hidden or whatever. I don't know. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Have you ever made a timeline theory, by the way, or how you think the Ueda games connected together? The most prominent theories: The Last Guardian, Shadow, and Ico. Yeah, obviously, like, I think the first video that I made about Project Robot, I did that. And for the most part, what I believe is that Shadow of the Colossus is before Ico. I mean, I think even Fumito Ueda said it. I actually believe that The Last Guardian is after Ico, like way, way after Ico. Like The Last Guardian, the difference between in terms of years, between The Last Guardian and Shadow of the Colossus is massive. Probably centuries after Ico. But I believed that mostly because of the technology advancements, right? Because Shadow of the Colossus is very medieval, and it doesn't really have a lot of technology. Ico does have some technology, right? Electricity-wise and all that sort of stuff. And The Last Guardian feels a lot more technological overall than the last 2 games. But to be fair, with everything that has been happening with the with Project Robot or Gen Atlas, I can see why people believe that The Last Guardian is before Shadow of the Colossus, even way before Shadow of the Colossus, right? So what we're seeing in this world is a degradation of the technology. Could be that. And maybe Ico, we see now the development again of those technologies, you know, coming up again. Could be that. I mean, regardless, I think both make sense. So, yeah. I do need to replay the last Guardian, man. It's been a while. But yeah. Shaders! Come on, shaders. Come on, Unreal.
Why aren't you streaming on Twitch, boss? I just noticed that now.
Because I forgot. I mean, most people that are watching are from YouTube, so it's kind of whatever. YouTube is my main platform, so it's fine. Oh my god, give me 1 sec. I need to connect my goddamn controller. Because for some reason, dude, whenever I connect to a different computer, and that's what happened. I connected to a different computer, this controller. I need to now like, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work now. Kind of sucks. Let me see. Yeah, because even... Oh, my God. Give me 1 sec here. Everything else... And now for some reason it's not even showing. Fuck it, I'll play it with I'll play it old school style. English? English. Subtitle streamer mode? What does this even mean? Fuck, I'm not a streamer. Who the fuck do you think I am? This fucking guy, man. Have you read the leaked script to Kouto wrote? No. I have not, and I have no interest.
To be the collector. To protect a world I cannot be a part of.
Okay.
Destined to be feared for what I am.
Compressed in timeline what happened leading up to the game. Oh no, I don't want to know about that. Thank you. But no, I haven't read it. I know about it, but I avoid it completely. Because that would absolutely take the magic off of things. I don't know, man. I don't like it.
To facing them. Those granted the power to raise.
Wait, so these are from the creators of...
Those corrupted by their gifts.
I think this might be a little bit too loud.
Tilting the ancient balance.
Let me see, 25? It's probably better. So these are from the same creators, original creators of Assassin's Creed, is that it?
They're dead.
Ubisoft veterans. Not me missing 2 whole hours of Kouto stream? How dare? That's not how you do it.
Every choice, every breath.
Odd Trico is in the house, dudes. Please give a warm welcome to Odd.
Take the first step.
Or else she will ban your ass. Banish you to the Shadow Realm, child. Do you like my you know, my face right now? Do you like this? Is it fun? Is it nice? My camera broke. My camera died, dude. Okay, new game. Let's fucking go, dudes. Okay, let's try this game out. Let's see what this is all about. So we are a lady of the night. Hey. Damn. Okay.
Original creator of the first games with Desmond and Ezio.
Sorry. Okay. Can I run? Yeah, what up? So where the fuck am I right now? Press R to reveal Noah. Hold E to gather Lux energy. I'm holding. Am I the Spanish Inquisition? What's happening? The Spanish Inquisition is coming for that booty, my dear boy. You have made something very badly. You have been a very naughty boy. I thought this was Assassin's Creed. What do you mean, child? Okay. Hold to concentrate. Press E to cast. Okay. Interesting. I didn't notice the camera depth and algorithm placement. Yeah. Kouto, we also agree that The Last Guardian is not loved nearly as much as it should be, right? Yes. Of course. Sadly, man. And Ico. I think Ico kind of has the same problem, to be honest. Ico and The Last Guardian. Nobody is reading that, I'm sorry. TLG should definitely have more love than it does. Yeah, what up, dudes? Okay. Yeah, move out of the way, man. Move out of the fucking way. Is this some, like, satanic ritual going on? I do think that Ico is also very, very far from the conversations of, like, influential games, to be honest. Along with TLG, obviously. A lot of little kitty cats, okay. Okay, we gather this again. Hold to concentrate and aim to the floating stuff. Okay, over here. I'm doing some witchery stuff. Ignite. Okay, let's call Satan. Come on, Satan. We want to party, dude. It's kind of reminding me, in a weird way, the beginning of Expedition 33. What now? What do I do? Hello? I mean, it's a cool atmosphere right now, at least. It's pretty cool. This is a visual that I've never seen before, at least in a video game. Like, ashes coming down. That's pretty cool. What else? What do I do? Oh. In living? Shadow of the Colossus does get the most attention. I do think Ico is known in terms of how much it inspired current games, but otherwise also not enough attention given to it. Yeah, I think so. Obviously, like, even Hidetaka Miyazaki from FromSoftware has talked constantly about Ico and how it influenced its games, you know what I mean? The games that he made. But yeah, I don't think overall it's a game that barely... I know, like, a good chunk of people in the industry, and barely anyone has ever played Ico, for example, you know what I mean? The ending sequence of the TLG is something I still remember so vividly, when even though it's been like 7 years since I played it, I made it years, incredible experience. Yeah, but it's TLG kind of suffers the same as Ico. It's kind of like, even within industry and developers and all that, like, it's not a game that a lot of people know, sadly. Okay. To analyze? Bro, what am I doing, man? Here we go. The gamer moment, dude. Okay. Bro, what am I supposed to do, man? Analyze what? Analyze what booty, man? Can I analyze that booty? Give me that booty. What? Bro, am I... Huh? The cat? The spirit... A whisper from across the void. Old he to confirm. Fine. Choose a cat. I don't give a shit. Choose this little pussy. Got him. I'd rather have them niche than to be put into a wrong community, you know? I mean... That whole conversation again. I don't agree. I think video games should be... okay, let me read that whole message again. Because since they're both so niche, it created a consensus to care more for the game.
Please come in.
Professor Lucas?
Yes. Yes, and
So you prefer video games to be more niche to people,
I'm up here. Please
to a
join.
community, or at least those games specifically. Wait, so now I'm a girl? Another girl? Bro, I am tired already of concentrating. Yo, what up, dude? Track. Damn, I can track him like a stalker. Damn, girl. Okay.
You could have chose other cats, K.
Well, it is what it is. Wait, let me read that. Ico is also not a particular fun game to play. It's actually really stressful, IMO, aside from a few moments of peace. But as an experience and the journey, it's beautiful. Yes, that is definitely the problem of Ico, especially these days. Because, like, there is a certain expectation from a video game today, and Ico does not meet the expectations of, in my view, I might be wrong, but in terms of gameplay experience, like, yeah, it does have its issues, right? But yeah.
Is the exact spot where I met your father for the first time.
To be fair, man, like, I feel like a lot of video games are just vibes a lot of the times. You know what I mean? Like,
Other Dutch masters
I feel like, for example, Dark Souls, when it came out, it was always considered a very hard game.
I recognize
You know what I mean?
his eagerness to
And
the same eagerness promise that
I feel like the vibe that it got, which is like, it got famous online because it was a very hard game, you know what I mean? And that's how it got famous. That's how FromSoftware and that whole genre got famous, you know what I mean?
how's my dear friend Aaron?
What?
You called my father a friend.
Of course.
He never talked about you before
Bruh,
giving
what?
me the letter.
I was devastated when he told me about his condition.
Yo?
I'm sorry, Cleo.
He told you. When?
What the fuck? Okay.
I saw him about a
What am I
year
supposed to
ago.
do here?
He warned me that you were going to call when you were ready.
Oh,
Okay.
I guess he told you.
Absolutely, the ending is heart-wrenching.
Much more.
Feeling of happiness, sadness.
Private person, as you know.
Yeah, if it is a hidden gem, it should retain its nicheness. Where am I supposed to go? That's fair about Aiko, although I think the stressful part are implemented well. Helps develop that attachment to Yoda, and it's why I didn't mind personally. Yes, I think the stressfulness when it comes to like when you get too far away from Yorda, and you know you get that panic sort of attack when she gets attacked by those shadow figures. That is pretty normal, and that's what you should feel, right? If there wasn't that part, it wouldn't.
Just there, by the fireplace.
Lock in Kouto.
Sorry.
And you will not understand anything.
That's yeah, whatever, dude. like.
Let's see that intriguing.
Like, without that element, the game would not be interesting at all, like, honestly, at least in terms of its gameplay. Is it over here? Can I play the game? Can I kill someone? What am I supposed to do, man?
I admit I can't wait to see that letter, Cleo.
What? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Agreed, it's all in the service of the narrative, which works for the bond to Yorda for sure. Absolutely, yeah. It's one of those things, man. I think that was actually one of the biggest problems with The Last of Us 2, actually, which is, we've talked about this before, some months ago, which was, personally, I mean, there's a lot of contention regarding the story of The Last of Us 2. I don't know if you've played that game, Pi, but like, to me at least, The Last of Us 2 had a big issue, which is there was an incoherence between the gameplay and the cinematics, right? The cinematics were telling a story that then the gameplay was not corresponding to that story. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, I don't want to spoil, but the ending of that game just threw me off guard because you're doing a specific thing to a lot of characters, and then you 180 for no reason, right? And the gameplay did not help in that regard. You know what I mean? There's like a specific phrase, like a word for that. Dissonance? Dissonance or something like that? So yeah. Can I play the game, man? It's such an understandable reaction. I hate when it takes too long to get into things. I mean, dude, I love cinematics in video games.
Have you checked the ancient writing system?
And the problem isn't even the cinematic. It's just that it feels like this is just chores right now, and I don't like chores.
Consult the registry on the central table.
Oh my
to locate
god,
the
dude.
section on ancient writing systems. That is likely.
Wasn't this supposed to be an Assassin's Creed game? Where is the assassin? Where is Ezio Auditore da Firenze? Mamma mia d'Italiano. What is this? What? Where do you want me to press that key? Consult? Oh, it's space. Analyze that Can I analyze that booty? Oh, I can! Alleography? Cool, bro. Cool story, bro. Why do we need to like... Okay. Shut up. Okay, so we have the floor panel plans. Okay. Oh, with a bunch of sections? Ludonarrative dissonance. Yes, exactly, Pi. Exactly that. Ludonarrative dissonance. It plagues many franchises. True. True. True indeed. I don't know. Honestly, that's one of the greatest things that Fumito Ueda does, or gen design overall, is the relationship between gameplay and narrative is insanely good. I don't know if it's due to being a well-experienced gamer, but I never felt stressful when playing Aiko, because I know Yorda is never going to be helping you, so I can care less if she dies. Huh? What do you mean?
The registry on the central table to locate the section on ancient writing systems.
A well-experienced gamer.
Where you
Dude,
will find the book.
you know that might sound arrogant to a lot of people, bro. I'm just saying, dude. Okay. Track?
Have a look in the ancient writing systems section. That's probably our best option.
Oh my god, dude, is this a puzzle game? Because I am really not feeling that right now. What did you say, my guy? What do I need to do? Section of the what? Ancient writing systems, section 6. Bro, what is this? Library the game? Oh my god. Okay, fine. Okay, so the desk, so it's over there? Okay, gamer. Oh my god, you're walking... Okay, over to here, I think? Take? Ancient civilizations' limited information exists regarding the Zidarians tribe, with its origins tracing back to the pre-pottery Neolithic period. More recent references of the Zindaries emerge in the 14th century, alluding to the tribe as a secret society. Surviving accounts suggest that certain members of the tribe were in possession of the distinctive object known as Hipparan. When the Hipparan was adorned and directed towards protected information from other Zindaris members, the beholder was purportedly able to decipher their meaning. The nature of the Hipparan remains unclear, but it seems that the Hipparan itself was concealed within an object that appeared unremarkable to the casual observer. I actually have no clue what I just read. Yeah, what's up, dude? Yeah.
Protected Zendara's information was only decipherable through an object. Something called Hipparan?
Yes, of course.
So you've heard of it before?
I thought it was a legend. It varies depending on the source.
I don't know, TLG kind of does that to you if you play TLG first on Aiko.
I wonder.
Does what?
Has your father ever given you something other than the letter? Something like a key or a pendant?
This game seems to have a heavy emphasis on dialogues and cinematics.
He gave this to me when I was a child. But I don't think it has anything to do with...
Fascinating.
I don't see how this could help us decipher a language.
Doesn't hurt to try.
Okay.
Are you entertained yet?
Are you not entertained?
It doesn't work.
Filthy
It's all
Romans.
Aaron has thought this through. There must be something that we're missing. Something to activate it, maybe.
What makes you so sure that my father was behind this?
Because you are the chosen one, Anakin.
I just wish...
You were supposed to
you told me more
protect the world or some bullshit.
I understand, but this is his way to do so. Aaron made sure that we would meet in this very room. He's a brilliant man. None of this is coincidence. Have a look around. See if there's anything that piques your interest.
Wait, is this going to be literally like the beginning of Assassin's Creed 1? Where we are going to enter the memories of some old
Did
past?
you know that my father donated a bust of Rembrandt to the...
Of some old past from like her lineage or something like that? Is that what's happening?
I'm afraid to say I never paid much attention to their donors.
That must mean something, right? I know he loves this school, but...
I'd say follow that lead. There's a section in this library dedicated to Rembrandt.
Ooh, Rembrandt. Ooh, Claroscuro. You know what I mean? Clair obscure. You know what I mean? He was the one that invented that overall style, bro. If you can even say that he invented, but you know. Okay, so we need to find again, like, where is it? Where is it? Philosophy. Where is it again? Oh, there it is. Section 14.
Similarish.
Second floor. Over here. Okay. next to the, oh my god, can I not run? Okay. Dude, I just wanted to assassinate things, you know what I mean? Go like, requiescat in pace, señorita. Porque mi nombre es Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria y los voy a matar a todos. Julia Moncada, los Pepes, el cuartel de Medellín, todos. Sí. No? Just me?
I'm not sure your father left you anything here, but I do know he would have wanted you to look into Rembrandt.
Wait, isn't it over here?
Look at the section dedicated to the master.
Isn't this section 14? Am I crazy? No. Oh my god, dude. And now I don't remember, so I need to go back into the middle and figure it out. Thanks, game. I appreciate it, man. And that's a demo that's supposed to sell the game? Yeah, this is not doing it. The Dutch Golden Age and the Influence of Rembrandt. Section 14. There's literally no other Rembrandt, right? Yeah, no. So section 14, behind the desk. Okay, on the left side, in the second floor. Gamers, make you not care for the companion? Like, to me, yours is more like an annoyance than Trico. What?
If Aaron did leave us something, it wouldn't be surprising if it tied back to Rembrandt in one way or another.
Wait, is it not over here? Is it not over here? Am I crazy? What a great game, huh? Assassin's Creed developers that all... Let me try this. It's definitely not here, dude. Oh my god, the movement is so slow! Run, lady!
Anything related to Rembrandt, Cleo? It makes perfect sense if we try to...
Juliet. Nice, dude. Oh, okay.
Opposite side?
I mean, it should be over... It should be over here. You know what I mean? $14. The Dutch Golden Age and the Influence of Rembrandt. What do you mean? So it's this one. Huh? Music changed. Is that it?
It makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
There's a section on Rembrandt and the Dutch Golden Age up on the mezzanine.
So it was the statue, not the books. Got it. Should be paying more attention. Okay, what now, dude?
If Aaron did leave us something, it wouldn't be
I
surprising.
swear to Mother Teresa, I am about to lose my goddamn mind, Professor Lucas. What do you mean, dude? Bro. Bro, who thought it was a good idea to make a demo like this? Move?
Show me everything your father might have left you.
Nice.
Better than one.
Okay. Deciphering a language. Very close to text is from an old acquaintance. I trust you will know what to do. Okay, cool. Let's go down again. Wait, what? Press what? It didn't show up. Okay, got it. So I should go down again. Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
My father left me a note.
Nice, dude.
I don't understand it, but my name's on it.
Let's see.
Do you know what these symbols mean?
It seems to refer to a special tool. A sacred tool, most probably. And... blood. From... I think it specifies... lifeline.
Blood from a lifeline. I remember. From the hand.
Okay.
I just remember something. I think you should turn on the stream mode.
Why though? What is that? What does that do? Okay, so we put some blood into the cube and some stuff happens. Okay. Okay, now we see the visions of the past. Is that what's going on? Now we have a huge middle finger. I love it. Is
That's it.
that a huge middle
That's the
finger?
aim, Aaron.
Damn.
Aim it
That's
at the
sick.
letter.
That's good. That's good stuff. I like this game. This game's awesome.
Are you all right?
Can we kill people now?
Yes. It's.
Cleo, if you're reading this,
Papa.
it means you're experiencing nuts. It's this dark energy you can feel through your guts. Don't worry. It's yours, Cleo. And you'll become its master.
Okay.
You're my daughter, my baby. And I love you deeply. I once promised to tell you everything about your mother. This is it. But not the way you were expecting. Take these words as a guide to prepare you for what's coming.
Okay.
It all started on December 30th, 1999. I was with Agnes, my girlfriend at the time. We were in Amsterdam for the year 2000 celebrations, and we had a room
Can I
in
be
a
dead
pretty
honest,
cool
man?
hotel. I thought we were turning the page on a year, a century.
If I wasn't streaming this,
It was more than that.
I'd be closing the game and uninstalling it. Little off topic, but now that I've gone through all of the Nier Replicant, I'd be very curious as you play Kouto. I think you like it. Really? I saw you playing on it, and I was surprised, to say the least, about the fact that there's a lot of sections in that game that are like, oh my god, this again.
There's gonna be a scene with nudity. Better you be safe than sorry.
Nudity in video games? What? Like, I don't know, I felt like the Nier Replicant game, I remember seeing you playing, and I was like, damn, some of these sections feel like there's nothing going on. Like, I don't mean it in a bad way, maybe it was like a design choice, you know what I mean? That's okay. But the levels just felt completely barren, you know what I mean? And with just boxes for you to complete puzzles, I guess, and stuff, so you can go to the next section of the map. I don't know, I just find it curious if there is like a specific decision in terms of storytelling or something that would make sense on why that is.
But in fact, it's hard to grasp how ancient this story is.
Sorry, I'm really digging the spinning thing. Why is... Okay. There's going to be a scene with nudity. This is like the opposite of a wedding game. It is. It's very...
Soul, yet joyful.
Very opposite. Holy man.
From the very beginning, it felt as
Oh, I'll track her, man. I'll track her home. Why am I a stalker, dude? Okay. Damn, look at those paintings, though. Gee! Is that the... Oh my god, is this AI? Oh my... Wait, is this Radiohead playing? What? Oh my god, dude. No face cam, I know by tunes. The camera went down, bro. You got Agro doing his shenanigans. Look at him going, man. He's doing his thing, man. You know what I mean? Crazy. Agnes had planned.
Had something for us in our
I love these
Some
animations.
of her belongings had already been delivered. Ancient
Oh my
artifacts.
god, bro.
I was fascinated.
But when the industry does it to animate, now is a big deal.
Truly, I had no idea what Agnes
Can be
had in mind.
slow going and the level design is a bit barren.
I didn't care.
But the story, deeper themes, and mystery, and it's what gives it its flavor, I'd say. Also, the characters are awesome. Love them.
He's
I
really
see.
having fun spinning, huh?
I am.
Enjoy
I
rolling
never
on the
questioned
floor
Agnes's
laughing.
actions. She had a way of making me feel important and wanted.
Run! Oh my god, why are you so slow?
As we walked to her room, I felt a new kind of excitement.
Yeah, I bet you did. Yeah.
I didn't yet know I was about to lose my grip.
So what are we eating, man? What are we eating today? Bro, are you smoking while taking... Oh my god, I'd be so pissed, dude. I'd be so mad. Nice AI picture, bro.
Losing my grip on reality.
Probably isn't, I have no clue.
The truth is, I never had a grip on anything at all.
Is this AI? I don't even know anymore, man. Kind of feels AI-ish. I don't even know.
closer we got, the more something stirred in my veins. Nothing unpleasant.
Damn.
More as though the city's canals were running through my body.
What is the what?
There was something electric about Agnes. A force emanated from her. The force I was about to discover.
Okay, that's cool. I don't hate this game. Trust me, bro. You don't? Have you played this? Is this good? Because right now I'm, you know, I like
I'm really
this.
intrigued by this game, and the lore is just so captivating.
I know, right? Look at this. Isn't this amazing? You can dance. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. You know what I mean? I think Kouto loves this game, dude. Damn. Okay. Oh. Bro, are these just old paintings that the guys grabbed and they just put it over here? Okay. I got it. Got it. Nice. Can't pass through here? Cool shit, bro. Yeah, what up, ladies? How you doing this night? Ground floor?
All in all,
I dig
Is
the
this
idea
based on,
of
like,
Apple,
Edit
because
Flinch?
I'm a member of AC1.
deep inside,
He's been
somehow,
making this game for
it
20
always
years,
Agnes went
and I
directly to the
trust him
bathroom
not to
to
include
put on her
AI.
magic touch, she said. She didn't need any in my view. But she was being
He's been
literal.
making this game for 20 years, and I trust him not to include AI? Wait, he has? Wait, what? This game has been being made in 20
Are we
years?
in
There's
the
no way.
future Kouto?
I have no clue, man. I don't know what's happening, dude. I have no clue what's happening. I'm playing with multiple characters, and I don't know, man.
Spoiler insane sex scene ahead. Please cover your eyes.
Oh my god, sex? What is that? My god. Wait. Oh shit, we got some reflections. Damn, Unreal. Shit, you can do those now? Crazy, dude.
Could you set up
Keep
my
it up,
relics the
man.
way I told you to? She asked from the bathroom. I had to rummage through a chest.
Wait, are
a
we
shelf,
making love
even her
here
bag
with
full of
all of
things.
these mirrors?
So old they were.
That's
Settle.
fucking wicked, dude. That is kinky as shit, dude. Alright. Bruh. Okay. That's something, huh? Are you one of those dudes that likes to watch himself have some smoosh? Damn, dude. Alright. You're one of those, huh? Okay. See how it is. See how it is. Bro, what am I supposed to do, man? Oh my god, this game. Chests? Nice, dude. Track that motherfucker. Track that bitch down. Take tapestry. Got it. What now?
I'm going to get in so much trouble for watching this.
Why though? Why? Because of her girlfriend? Nah, man, it's fine. She can join. Wait, what? Locked? What am I supposed to do, man? Rage gamer, dude. Rage gamer moment. EA Sports. It's in the game. Bro, am I stupid at playing video games? Am I dumb?
Get ready, Gunner's
Oh
sex
my
scene
god,
coming.
bro. Bro, what? Nothing is happening. Oh my god, please, bro. Please. Welcome. Welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Every little thing that bring a thing but pity pow. We got monsters and stuff like that. Oh! Oh my god. If none of it interests you, you'll be the first. Welcome to the internet. Come and take a seat.
Most insane scene I have ever seen coming. Kouto. Cover
When?
your eyes.
When is it coming? Am I coming? What? Oh my. Brother, I swear to Mother Teresa of England that I will go to North Ireland and do absolutely nothing there. I will shout to freaking bad tunes. Oh my god, dude.
Can't follow basic instructions, dude.
What?
Did all my mirrors get installed? She asked.
Candle.
Yes. They'd been placed around the bed, and the bed had been moved. Even now, I don't know how, or by whom.
Okay. When everything was ready... This game seems like a pain to navigate.
When everything was ready as Agnes requested, she came out of the bathroom.
Okay, we got Smex. Damn!
She was...
There's no shot. There is no way, dude. Okay. Guys, cover your eyes, okay? Please cover your eyes, dudes, okay? Oh my god. Very nice.
Words to describe what followed, Cleo.
Strong candidate for Game of the Year?
A theory.
Big journo skills? Fucking dare you, man.
W father telling stories to his daughter.
Back in my day, child, I made sex with a witch and we made a ritual together. We made a baby, yes. Back in my day, I was, you know, I was one with the ladies. Okay. That is very explicit. Sorry, YouTube.
Quickly cover your eyes.
Okay. Oh, the middle finger? Damn. These cinematic shots are crazy right now.
I woke up or something. I'm still not sure.
I woke up or something?
This
I
is
was a cat, Cleo.
demasculating.
Yes, you read that well.
Demasculated.
I
All
was
deaf
a
for.
cat. The room was
Oh, now I'm a cat.
in a nightmare. Agnes was floating, literally.
Oh, now this is Stray 2.
I thought I was
Wait, this
dreaming,
is actually Stray 2.
not for long.
Shit,
It
you
was
gamer.
too real somehow. I could feel the fur on my body.
Okay. I can feel the fur in my body.
Now
in my
welcome
balls.
to Stray the game.
My senses
Bro,
were
this is
heightened.
literally Stray.
Everything I
What?
saw
They
or heard
literally imitated
became
it.
a voice
What?
calling me.
Even the way that
Go
you move
further,
like down and
you'll
shit.
see.
What? Like
further,
this, you know?
you'll see.
Okay.
I actually really love the
Dude.
plot of the game.
Dude, JP, I swear to God, I am never taking any of your suggestions, dude. Holy man. Holy man. They swear this fucking gamer, dude. What happened to her? I didn't do anything, I swear. Is this what happens when you have smacks, Dan? Holy man, I don't want that. I don't want to do any of that, man. Gee, man. Where am I supposed to go now? Over there? Bro, oh my god, I'm literally playing Stray. What?
The
We got
further I
Stray
went,
2
the more
before
real my
GTA
sensations
6.
became.
Okay.
Yet the world around me felt increasingly. It was scary, disturbing.
Totally a Stray moment?
Something was definitely calling to me, from what seemed to
It
be
was
the other
made
side.
before Stray. I hope Patrice Desilets never makes another game ever again.
And
Who?
then,
Who's
in
that?
A forest. Yes, a forest.
Oh, this is
I knew it in my
definitely
bones.
a Unreal Engine
someone
walking
calling.
simulator game here. Holy.
A woman.
A woman?
Things were blurring
Where?
together, Cleo. My cat spirit, a thirst for freedom, for leaping onto anything. And I
Oh,
saw
this,
her,
right.
frozen in time, like Agnes in the room. Then my cat spirit again, a need to size her up.
Okay. Why try? What is this tracking thing? I don't get it. It doesn't do anything. What am I supposed to do? Track? What the fuck, man? Yo, hello? Game, please. Then it happened for a brief moment. Oh, this one?
And
Oh,
it
there we go.
happened. For a brief moment, I became fully feline.
Derp. Oh, spot.
It was made by a small team. Come on, guys, it's not that bad. It's a prototype.
Welcome, Aaron.
Aaron? You know my name?
You know what the
What
problem
are you
is, Bad Tunes, a lot of the
I can
times?
talk.
If it's
I was in
made
shock,
by a
Cleo.
small team,
Nothing
you
made
know what I mean?
sense.
And you want to do an Unreal Engine 5 game with all of this detail,
My Batarazzi.
Come on, Kay. I never said you were going to
course.
like it.
But
Be fair.
what?
I just wanted to
Who
hear your
went to
thoughts
tell
on the
you
demo.
about the
I knew
ceremony?
it wasn't your
Where
cup
you
of
come
tea.
from?
like when you go for a certain amount
What
of
do you mean?
detail, you know what I mean?
It
For a
matters
video
not.
game,
I'm
this
here
is very much
to collect
this looks like a AAA game in its visuals because of Unreal Engine 5.
Follow me.
And when you have like
This one is
animations and all that sort of
made
stuff
them
that don't
into a
follow
cat
up
and we're calling
that
it
same
the
amount of
gaming industry
polish,
failed
it's like
It was the only thing I could
it's
do
very
anyway.
it throws one off. It's just it is what it is.
She seemed like the only one who could clarify all this.
Dude, I'm really just waiting to play as an assassin. I swear to God, this is no shot. This is the demo. There's no shot. This is the demo. There is no way this is it. Oh my God, dude. Me right now looking at this game. That's me. Oh my lord, dude. Okay, this was... Oh my... I'm sorry, bros. It is what it is. This isn't for me. Okay, I'll just say it like that. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. I want to watch Holland versus Japan. Exciting game from the World Cup. So yeah. Guys, thank you for coming by. This was fun. And I'll see you folks next time, alright? Bye-bye. 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 Okay. No! Bye-bye! Why are you not working?
It's a story-driven game with the DNA of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, what Assassin's Creed? Which Assassin's Creed? I can't see it, man. I couldn't see it in this demo. I saw the Stray DNA, that's for sure. Stray is there. Stray was there for
It was
sure.
an optional thing and it was free. Germany 7-1.
Really, damn. Damn, Germany 7-1. Jesus, man. They did it again, folks. They did it again. Against Kouto, right? Yeah, 7-1. Damn. I mean, they scored one. That's cool. That's cool. All right, folks. Bye-bye.